Hello, everybody, and welcome to Marquee Gaming this evening as we get ready for our 58th episode of Mystical Mishaps this evening. And yeah, thanks for being here. We appreciate you stopping by and hanging out with us as we see what kind of chaos will happen this evening. So, thanks for being here. Why don't we start off with some intros? So we're going to go with Rachel first. Take it away.
Hi, I'm Rachel. Random, but I feel like we haven't streamed in like a month, and I don't know why that is because I definitely streamed on
It does feel like
Sunday
that.
and Monday. Yeah, so
I don't know why.
so I feel like how do I do an intro? But anyway, I'm gonna try my best anyway. You can find me on Instagram. I post all of my art and drama that you can't see on streams, so that's fun to get little updates if you ever want to see that. And I also stream art here at Marquee Gaming on Mondays at 3:30 CST. So I have, oh my gosh, so many pictures I'm working on right now. I can't even choose. I'm on a big creative like journey right now or something. So I'll pick something fun though. It'll be a good time. So come hang out with me. And then for this stream, I play Eleanor Edivane. She is a level 6 warlock. And you know what? She was trying to be secretive about her pact, but I guess we never will be anymore ever again. So, you know, that's
She got clocked.
how it goes. I got clocked. Didn't expect the wizard to loudly announce to everyone.
You just got dabbed.
Just got dabbed for the 400th time. It's fine. We'll just roll with it. The end.
Great intro, Rachel. Thank you.
Wait, so long pause made me nervous. It wasn't good.
You failed.
You like score like 7 out of 10 or something. That was fine. Just kidding.
Yeah, we need to use the emotes that pop up on Discord to score each other's
Oh boy.
intros. Let's do that next.
I would cry. Please don't. Please don't do that.
But we're gonna move it on to our second player tonight, which is Kelly.
Hi, I'm Kelly. I play Winnie, the level 6 Kithrak monk. And yeah, we really thought there was going to be a bunch of danger last time, but it ended up being just a bunch of lore, which was fun and kind of a nice surprise, calm surprise instead of the bad surprise we sometimes get. And also, fun fact, I forgot to mention this earlier when you guys mentioned my makeup look today is inspired by Fun Dip.
Wow.
Because me and Rachel love Fun Dip. We all love Fun Dip, so just thought everyone should know that.
Wow.
I literally was like, this looks like Fun Dip, and I decided to do a Fun Dip look today.
That's
We
amazing.
should do a fun dip look next week. Let's do
With
it.
the red or something. I do have a reddish kind of color. So I can make the cherry
Yes.
one next. So.
Oh my gosh, so
I
good.
just do the white dip thing, and I'll just because I'm white.
I got stick.
Yes,
Oh, I could draw like the little
White
sticks like as like
eyeliner.
my wings. Yeah.
Yes. Oh my
That'd be
gosh,
fun.
so good.
Anyway.
Awesome. Well, third player tonight we have Ashley.
Hello, I'm Ashley. I also make art, and I just joined an art challenge on Instagram that is a bunch of little haunted garden themed prompts. So if you want to see some kind of like cute and weird and creepy little prompts all month, that's a good place to find my stuff. I'm playing Euphemia in this game. She's a human druid. She is just full of angst right now. I think what we learned only kind of made what she is dealing with better, but also frustrated her in a lot of ways. So I'm really interested to see what we all decide to do with all of this moving forward. It'll be very interesting. She's not having a good time. We're back to that.
We will see how bad of time one could have. So
Just a threat. How bad a time can you have?
yep.
I will clarify, out of character, I'm having a great time. She's the one having a bad time. There's a big
Don't
difference.
punish me, please.
Big difference, yeah.
There's a huge difference. I'm having a great time. She's so sad.
Awesome. And our fourth and final player this evening, we have Mike.
Hello, my name's Mike, also known as Bardic Dice, and I'm gonna do this voice because if you guys are reading intros, I want to be last so all my friends can do better than me. I also stream D&D on Twitch, and just a bi-weekly thing on Thursdays, 7:30 CST. This week we're gonna do called Another Week. All the off weeks we do Fates Apart, which is the spiritual successor to Fates United. All this can be found on YouTube as well. But today I play a wizard artificer named Dev. Pretty fun. I'm done.
Alrighty. There you go.
You sound like a Muppet a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Kind of Muppety. Maybe Sesame Street.
New character voice for the future?
Yeah,
perhaps?
we're working on it.
Oh my god.
It's a beautiful voice.
That was
We've
full
gone
on
Kermit.
Kermit right there for a second.
Oh, you know it. Piggy. Anyway.
So yeah, go give Bardic Dice a follow if you haven't already, and check out both his Twitch and YouTube content. And we do share a Discord with Bardic Dice. I feel like I've forgotten to mention this like 100 times recently in the last like episode. So go ahead, join the Discord. Head over there. It's a tavern, and you can see when Mike goes live, or we go live, or other people of the community go live, or have fun, cool, awesome things that they're doing. You can check that out there. Really fun community. And there's a Mystical Mishaps channel, which has people posting GIFs in it and funny things throughout the session. And also there is a session recap thread underneath there. If you want to ever get caught back up, or you forgot something that happened, you could go back there and look there. So that's what's going on over the tavern. And I'm Mark, the Dungeon Master. I have moved around things in my room, so I am 100% thrown off, but I'm already realizing like about 50 things I normally have up here are gone right now. So I hope I don't need them tonight. Otherwise, I'm going to be running around looking for them on break or something. So we will see. Yeah, I'm in completely rearrange mode right now, and I don't know where some of the stuff went that I had.
This is like a weird mixture of like your old setup and your like last one, because like the
Yes,
table's
it
back there,
is.
too.
Yes.
It's so interesting to me. Yeah.
It's definitely got the same like features of it, but it is moved from where it was.
No, it does
If you're looking
remind
for
me
your
of
sword, it's
Like
behind
the
you.
one before, yeah,
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
two ago? Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like a mix of both now.
It's
I
so-
could see it.
There you go.
This time with the owl.
But look at
too.
this cool sword I have back here. Isn't that fun? It's huge. Like 6 feet
I
tall.
forgot about that.
Super big. But yeah,
I've a
that's,
stream of Rachel just picking that up. Sorry.
well, it is made of foam, so it is very light. It's
Ah,
for like
yeah.
the
Alright.
It is
LARPing
bigger than me though.
battles.
It is
It's very big
taller
though.
than me. So
Yeah.
it's cool.
But that is, I think, all that I have to say about myself. And all the players said things about themselves. So why don't we get into our intro so we can get into today's session. we're back. I had to cut a conversation sort of the break or the intro. Sorry, but why don't we?
I won't hear about it.
I know we can talk about it on break, everybody. But we're gonna get started with our recap of the last session. Our party made it to the city of Yellowfield, the small little town farming community where the wizard tower is that they've been hoping to get to for quite some time. And through Edison's aid, they were able to get there. They knocked on the door, feeling the strange buzzing about them, and they saw this group that they know as the Exterminators, but they are this wizard Hunrik's bodyguards, and they were able to spend an evening chatting with him. They shared their issues with their mishaps that they were dealing with, this moving between worlds. And the wizard was quite excited to hear about this information. He was very intrigued, and he seemed very pleased to hear about it. But they started talking, theories passed around. He ended up writing a spell in Eleonora's book, which later revealed that she was a warlock to everybody, because he said it. Dav also, feeling this energy, this magic energy around him, tried to connect to the stone in his eye, and after the first attempt was pretty interesting and painful, he did it again, and he heard a voice and saw a bit of a vision, and asked a few questions of this voice, who told him to help free him. It nearly killed Dav, though. We'll just say that. He was on the ground shortly after that conversation, and they ended up leaving the tower to head back towards the Untamed Drinker, and had some conversations along the way. So we're gonna pick up with you all in Yellowfield, nearing the Untamed Drinker. So if there's anything you'd like to do before you get there, do it now.
Yes. As we're like walking, Eleonora will say, as a reminder, just because it seems like everything is all jumbled. This Idgen does not know us, but Heidi did send a letter. So perhaps if he got it, he'll be a bit filled in. If he did not get it, he will be extremely suspicious of you, Davril. And all of us, I would assume.
I'm not doing any talking.
You're not doing none at all?
No, because I could like totally spill the beans that you're just a crappy wizard again.
Well, and you did with him the first time.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I don't want to have that be a three-peat.
Yes. Well, if whatever. But yes, I would like for that not to come out if we can help it. But I'm sure he will want to hear from you about your own past and what happened in the other place, Davril. So you can handle that, I'm sure.
Brain's still a little fuzzy. All right, second timeline.
Yes.
Igden doesn't know about us, doesn't know about
We
me.
haven't met him.
So we haven't talked about Kindra yet.
You haven't talked about Kindra. Japnot is dead here. Braun is in prison.
No, that's right.
Most of his group are not available.
But last that we know, Kindra's mission was in Northport, which is now being invaded.
Correct. So, but we might be able to get answers here for her here.
But he does know about us, right? If Heidi
Maybe.
got the letter from Heidi.
If he got
the letter to him.
Yeah. If he didn't, then he's in for a surprise. So, we know enough about him to either be very convincing or to seem very threatening. So let's just watch our tone, I guess. Should be all right. He was reasonable. All right. Are we feeling all right? Decent. All right. I think we need to rest anyway.
Yeah. Sorry we rushed over that. I thought there was something wrong. I don't know. I think I was just worried this tower would blow up and that we would not have a chance to talk to the wizard. So now I'm thinking that that's not gonna matter if he knows he's gonna potentially blow up. So
I don't think he cares. Honestly.
I thought for sure he'd care. Someone should care if someone tells you you'll blow up, but that doesn't sound like he cares.
I had the same feeling. I'm glad that at least we looked into it. I wasn't going to be able to sleep not being sure.
Same.
Well, it is done, so we can check that off our list. I would hope that maybe we can take a day or two to reorient. But we'll see what Idgen has to say.
Are you doing all
It
right?
depends how that conversation goes.
Yes, that's just what I was thinking.
Are you doing all right, Eleanor?
Oh, horribly, but we must forge on. If we can stay here for a bit, I would request we take a few days. I don't know how much longer I can go on.
That's sure. I think that's wise.
Yeah.
And even physically recovering from dying will help, I think. So.
For sure.
Yeah.
All right, one more conversation then.
All right.
I'll just step up to the door, yeah.
Yeah.
That's in the back.
His head hung in shame.
Yep. He's like, this is not the conversation I want to be in this month anymore.
Secondhand embarrassment from the wizard leaking everything.
Okay. I'll turn on rewards, everybody. I just realized I didn't turn them on. Let me do that.
You monster!
Hey,
It's all turned around.
That's it. None of you are
That was
turn to
losing it.
Rachel's. Rachel's does not get an advantage
No!
die today.
Oh.
There you go. Mark, you're a heavenly celestial being.
All right, Mike, you don't get one either.
Oh, suck it up doesn't work either.
No, it never does. You should
I'll
know
never-
that by now.
I'll never forget Ashley's husband when he used to play in our home game, and he would come to Mark in a big battle day, and he would have a thing of Mountain Dew, and he'd literally go up and he'd kneel before Mark and offer the Mountain Dew like a knight, and Mark would be like, "This changes nothing." The Mountain Dew.
You do all get your advantage die, though. It
Yay.
all has
Yay.
come in. Let me
Thank
mark those
you.
down
Yay.
for you. And we have a chat
Waiting for the
blessing.
day
Let's
we
roll
will all
that.
be separate, people. We're getting close. We're getting real close.
Rachel, you
I
get a
don't think
blessing.
I've seen a day where all the advantages are separate.
Are you at -2, Rach, or no?
I'm at -3 right
3.
now.
Okay, so if we shoot a 3 to offset the,
Yeah,
the bless,
it'll be
so-
fine.
that'll be fine.
Raise this mishap level. Ooh, we're up to extreme, y'all.
Already, great.
Exciting.
Perfect
So
timing.
excited.
Extremely awesome.
All right. So, is the female one taking the lead going in?
I was just going to open the door for everyone.
Okay. So,
There's the music. I love the music for this place.
I had to change the music, of course.
I'm
Love
ready
it.
to
groove.
Oh, yeah.
So you open up the doors, and you see this familiar, rather fancy establishment for such a small farm town. It definitely stands out to be a little different. Upon looking inside, you do notice there is a rather simply dressed woman who's sitting over near the stairs that you guys have been introduced to as Mary, but
Mary.
also know the name to be Nova.
I
As
was
well,
trying not hard to triple look at her.
as well as a green dragonborn that is behind the bar. It just looks like he is taking care of some business that is there as well. So, what would you guys like to do as you enter in?
Oh, here's the music. I had to refresh.
Me too.
It was
Can I
warming
stick
up.
around? Just
Very important.
what's the general vibe? Does it kind of seem like when you first entered, where it's kind of like, or about the same, where it's like kind of sparsely, like people sparsely about and like sort of chill, or is it more tense?
It is just those two in the bar right now. It's late in the evening at this
Okay.
point.
Cool. Do they look at us with like any sort of? Oh no, they wouldn't. Never mind.
Recognition.
They've never. Yeah.
You can roll an insight roll if you'd like to.
Yeah, sure.
Oh,
15.
Eleonora.
15.
Yeah.
My 3 canceled out my -3.
You have a 0?
Where are
Oh.
you?
No.
You have no idea what's going on.
All right. So with a 15, it's a little hard to get too much, but you do notice that the woman is just like studying you guys up and down, like looking at all 4 of you as you walk in. Does not look like she has a smile on her face. She's not greeting you with a toothy smile or anything. It's just staring at you. And
Cool.
Dragonborn behind the bar just looks like he kind of like looks up at you and almost stands like he's waiting for you to either find a seat or come to the bar.
Sure. I'll go up to the bar.
Okay.
I'll walk next to you.
What nice
Like
decor
last
in here. And I just grab a seat and sit down.
I'll sit with you. I feel nervous. I don't want to say anything
I
wrong.
will. I feel like last time we
sit
did
down.
go team up with ignorance.
Yeah. So
Yep.
take a seat.
So Winnie and Dav are sitting. Find my art for him. Boom.
It's been like a year in game or something. It's been so long.
It's been a while, yeah.
I was just thinking about that.
I mean,
one
not in
before we
game.
started. Out of game.
Out of game.
Yeah.
But
I was gonna say in game.
yeah, not in game.
Sweats and I haven't talked to my parents and.
Sorry.
But he just looks at you. Oh, welcome to the Untamed Drinker. May I get you anything?
We would like a few rooms, please.
4 rooms.
I look at Euphemia.
She'll just
Yeah.
shrug and say quietly, yeah, I probably do.
I think too.
2 rooms. That'll be 2 gold, please.
I just slide over 2 gold.
Oh wait, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Where's my rooms? There it is. 1 gold for the 2 rooms.
Ah,
Save
even
yourself a
better.
gold.
Deal.
Wow.
Nice. Half off special.
We are a group called the Horde Hunters. So we will be staying here for a bit. And I just like look at him to see it. Like,
Yeah, I'm watching his face to see if it looks like recognition at all or anything.
You can roll an insight.
Insight on it.
yeah, don't depend on Eleanor right now.
25.
Whoa!
Okay.
That's really good.
You don't see any spark of recognition in his eye.
Interesting. Okay.
Mhm.
Well, do you plan to stay a night or passing through?
Definitely for the night, maybe more. I don't know if you still have food available, but that would also be ideal.
You'll probably find something.
I just like I'll just like kind of give a nod and be like that would be lovely. And I'll just slide another, I don't know, it's like a gold for meals for everybody.
Sure.
Okay, so I'll just slide another gold for meals, and then I'll like go to the table.
Okay. You do notice that he is like watching all of you.
Sure.
Euphemia, you definitely feel like he is weirded out by your group a little bit at this point.
We did just teleport in, to be fair. I feel like it's just...
So, it's just kind of like watching you closely.
Okay.
Okay.
You almost notice like a quick nod towards Nova. Just like a quick like motion. It's pretty like no one else really sees it just with their perceptions, but you're tracking that it's something. So, but he goes around back and looks like he's getting some food for y'all.
Okay. Yeah. I would say when we sit down, I'll just lean in really quietly to Eleanora and say, he doesn't seem to know who we are, but he is watching.
Oh. So that's the thing. Do we want to just sleep tonight, or do we want to just let it all open out today?
You're at the table, right? We're all there.
Yeah, it's all of us.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just wanted it not to be like
table.
across the table, like,
Yeah.
but I'll just quietly, I'll indicate.
I don't think he recognizes us.
Right? Oh, yeah.
Maybe we should wait. I don't know. Maybe just get some sleep and see how we feel. Introduce it tomorrow. I don't know.
Do you disagree, Devil?
Why wouldn't we say anything tonight if we were told to talk to him?
Because we've just teleported across the world.
He doesn't know
I don't
that.
know. It's been a long day.
Well, I mean, are we up for talking in a really not good place mentally, you know?
Oh.
Well, I didn't really mean you so much.
If we need to, I can. That was just my thought. Was if we have the night, I would rather take it.
I don't think how he would react to it. That's all.
We'll see how it goes. How about that? Feel it out.
Good.
I don't think we've had a meal that it wasn't a good berry for weeks.
We had the pot
That's
pies.
definitely not
so.
true. Yeah. Outside of
Well,
Shadowrock, you had the weird meal that showed
Oh,
up.
she didn't eat that.
She did not eat that.
She did not eat
You
that.
didn't have any. I have some backpack pot pie, I think, still. Do you want any?
Mhm.
Oh, oh no, that's very rude to take it out of the...
Oh, okay. If it's rude, I won't do it. But...
Do another table.
Okay. I'll do it on the table. It's got some backpack fuzz on it, and like, it's
It's
disgusting.
been in there for a while now.
Sour.
That would get violently ill.
Euphemia can track and see that Nova has seen this.
Yeah. It's like, already hurt. I mean,
I hate these people.
right?
I feel like in another life they would have been the death of me or something.
Too soon, Rachel.
Too soon.
Too soon.
Too soon.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh.
I think if we are not doing anything problematic, glances at Dev with his handful of pot pie,
Never do it
Tonight. then I don't see why one night would hurt, and we could discuss with him tomorrow.
We've got 2 rooms, by the way, so in case something goes awry, at least everyone's together in some way.
So I'm going to bed then.
We'll do watches for sure.
Sweet, yeah.
You whining, Davril. Pouting.
Alright, you get tired of it after a while.
If you want a nap first, I'll take the first one.
Thanks.
I don't think we can afford to not be vigilant.
Not anymore, unfortunately.
Yeah, I agree. Is this the world that assassins found you in, too?
Oh,
Or did they
both,
find you in
actually.
both?
So,
Okay.
yes, it's both now.
I'm saying this very quietly, by the way, not like I don't want to make sure I'm like, you know. Okay.
Was this the world that we're jumped between that they don't know us? Or-
Nobody
loud.
died? He's like, they're like, oh my god. Everyone. Especially if Nova looks at you like, why
Is
do
this
you
the
know
one that
my
he
name?
knows you work for
Right.
death or doesn't know you work for death?
Oh my
Just
god.
wondering.
If we were the wizard, we would be shouting all of this. So yeah. Just shouting it.
Yeah, I think we mostly wait and see if Idgen does anything. I would definitely be watching him, because if he does look like something's gonna happen, I think, yeah, like,
We would speak
trying
up.
to, speak up would probably be good, but if it just looks like he's gonna be like, whatever, then...
Yeah. So, you wait for a while. He brings out some food, pitcher of water. Anything else you require?
I do not think so.
Thank you.
He walks away.
It has to be like one of those like blindy things you can put on when you sleep at a hotel, but I figure not.
An eye mask?
Yeah. Put a towel over my face or something.
When you rip paper out and make you run out of paper and hand it to you. Wouldn't be very comfortable, but
Nice and
At least-
crinkly.
it's just like glasses. Well,
I'll give it a shot. Thank you for the idea.
I mean,
Very
it sounds
nice.
it's better than nothing.
You know, paper's a pretty big commodity. You just spent like a gold on me or something.
Well, I figure you'd either use it again or use it to write on later if you don't use it for that. So it can be unfolded.
It's a double gift. Thank you.
We hear, like, crinkling in the middle of the night. It's like...
Oh, it's a paper cut. Ah.
Under a house.
Yeah, well, I'm ready to go to bed then.
Yeah, after we eat, definitely. Yeah. I need a bath. I need it.
Bath.
What?
Yeah, bath. Or
A
bath.
bath? Yes. Definitely, if we're going to resort to making fun of how I speak, I'm
I
going
just
to
thought we
be
were gonna have a
leaving
little fun.
now.
That's all. Just trying to, you know,
I'm still not
bring
in
up
the
the
mood for
spirits a
fun.
little bit. No, okay, all right. Yeah, it was a really bad one. So.
And I go to my room.
I'm sorry, it was a bad one. Yeah, I go to the other.
I feel like Euphemia is going to assign herself to Dav's room just so that he and Eleanor are separated from.
You see Dad about to follow Eleanor and Euphemia.
She cuts in. She's like, "No, we're gonna."
Oh, I was just gonna make
Olivia
sure she's in a good mood, but alright. Good luck, Winnie.
She'll just go into the room. Is Eleanor is she actually like taking a bath and hanging out, or is she gonna be in the room?
Is there like a bathroom area? Like because I don't remember what you said last time. Like, does it actually have
Yeah, I
like a
can't
bathroom
remember.
with like all that stuff? Because I remember she was like super fancy
think
about
they
it, and it was
did
like
have
fancy time.
Their own personal bathrooms that were in there.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure each one
Fancy.
did. I remember
I
right.
think so too. Yeah.
Chat, you can
So yeah, she's
remind me if you
definitely-
remember, but I don't remember.
Yeah.
I kind of think we said that.
I think there was the fancy bathroom.
Yeah.
So I think this is where Dav put some of the Horde Hunter badges under doors. I think
Maybe.
you were putting up for one of those.
That might have been it.
Yeah. But yeah, she's definitely like in the bathroom. There's like steam coming out from underneath the door. Like,
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna just wait until I guess. So I assume. Yeah, I assume that I'll do second watch or first watch probably. So she'll kind of just get her stuff set up.
You can do first, or I we'll do first. I'll do first or second then, if you want.
Oh, I didn't know if we were doing first, like per like each person in a room. Well, that doesn't make any sense. I guess someone hangs out in the hallway. Is that kind of what we're
In
doing
the hallway usually,
Okay.
or at least
Okay,
near
yeah.
the door.
Or even in the room
Yeah.
to listen for something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can do second then. I'm not the
Okay.
tiredest.
So, first watch you said was who?
Euphemia.
Okay. Why don't you roll perception then? Unless Dad, you didn't say you were going to bed, did you? Or all of you guys go to bed? All of you going to bed?
I'm in the bathroom for I'm taking a bath for an hour and
Okay.
a half or something. It's a really long time.
Perfect.
So.
Perfect. All right. So Euphemia, you can give me your first watch roll.
Doke. $12.
All right. So it's pretty quiet. There is as the night goes on, just again that general feeling of being watched that you guys experienced the first time you were here. It kind of creeps back up on you, and just kind of, I don't know, but otherwise you're fine.
Okay. I think I would just be spending my watch scribbling more notes and staring at the door, thinking.
All right.
Just in kind of a bad mood, honestly.
All right. Second watch was Winnie, you said?
Yeah.
All right, you can give me your perception roll.
Gulp.
You're right.
Last you.
Huh?
Yeah.
Oh.
Sorry,
So I'm thinking if I want to do. Well, it's fine. I got a 14. That's fine. It's not great, but.
I mean, that's better than what Euphemia just did. So you're insulting Euphemia's roll?
Yeah.
Oof.
No, I feel like further into the
It was
night
pretty-
things can go awry more, in my opinion.
Yeah, second watch is the one that always has the bad stuff happen.
Second or third is
I feel like it's
usually.
like halfway through the night or further. That's maybe I'm wrong, but it feels like that's how.
I
it goes
agree. I think
typically.
second and third watch are usually when
It's
most of the action
sticky.
goes down.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta do better on the second, third.
Yeah, you have that just general sense too of looking over your shoulder as you are there, but it's a quiet night. Nothing seems to happen.
Okay. She had just spent her watch writing a little note. And then she'll put it on top of actually I don't know, you fourth watch or are you third?
Fourth usually is what I am.
Fourth.
Usually
Okay.
fourth,
I'll put it
yeah.
on top of her stuff. And do you want me to send it to you in Discord, or do you want me to read it when you're reading it? What would you prefer?
You can, if you want it to be secret, then you can send it to me. If you don't care,
It's not secret.
then you can just tell me.
You can just say it then
Okay,
for
I'll tell
everybody
you.
when she reads it.
Okay, cool. Tell me when she reads it then. So she'll just do that and then go wake up Dav for his watch and then go to bed.
crinkled glasses on his face. When
She smiles, she's like, he's using it. Did it help?
Better too, but I think so. It kind of hurts, but I mean, it kind of worked.
Oh, okay, sorry. Maybe we'll find something else.
We're halfway there.
Go ahead and roll your perception, Tab. Or
Just real quick, just Winnie.
Yeah?
I was kind of thinking about it as I was falling asleep. All that stuff we found out about the rock and stuff, the whole thing's right below us right now.
What do you mean?
Well, he's keeping it hidden, right?
Yeah, I guess. Oh, I guess.
Yeah,
Do
just
you think that's...
worried. That's all. Hoping
You feel
they
like-
might respond.
Sounds like, from what you said, it sounds like he's chained up somewhere. I don't know if he could. Right?
Oh yeah, no, not worried about prisoner boy. Just worried about me doing something. That's all. Make sure he doesn't have any control over me.
I'd say maybe don't do any risky reaching
I'm
out or
not.
something like
Yeah,
that.
I'm
No,
just gonna,
especially
like,
not here, maybe. Yeah.
yeah, but like you look out for me if I start doing stuff out of my character.
Should I knock you out or something? What do you want?
Oh yeah, totally. Just out, you know.
What if you do something weird that like is just kind of weird, but I don't know for sure if it's like
You could
just
like
knock you out
ask.
anyway.
Be like, yeah.
Okay.
Because I'll be like, oh yeah, no, I thought this out. Don't worry, I got you.
But isn't that what you'd say if you're trying to like be controlled by evil, right?
I always come up with like a secret word then. Have a like.
Hi.
That's a bad one.
What if we have like a handshake and she'll do some like elaborate handshake with you? Like, just do that if it's you. Can you
Couldn't
remember
learn
that?
it. Intelligence check is too low. Wait, is the boom after
Okay.
the 3?
We'll just do that, and she just does like a little pinky shake, and that's all.
Okay.
So just do that. That'll be the signal.
Cool. All right.
Okay.
Thanks.
All right. Yeah. I'll be looking out. Goes to bed.
No one's intimidated. Awesome. He'll look out with his negative perception because he misses Wycombe.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, double 8s. That's fun. 7.
Cool. Yeah, your watch is fine. You feel fine too.
He literally puts a chair out like in the hallway. Where we got caught like the other time. But
Yeah.
I was just seeing if Nova comes around.
You notice nothing. Very quiet.
He's at one point like really tempted to do magic because he hasn't done it in a while. Not today. And then eventually I'll just go wake up Celeste if nothing happens.
Not
Celeste.
Celeste.
Eleonora.
She's not in this game.
I'm sorry. There's dramatic things happening. I'm
I know.
sorry. My brain
Wrong
is
game.
3 games right now.
We were back and forth all day doing that game, so it was
When
wipe it
worlds collide.
out,
Yep.
shake it off.
Both Eleanor and Celeste are both like sometimes talking down to my characters, so it's kind of hard to split between them. Oh, glad you're putting your brain together, Oliver. Like, oh, okay. Thanks, Eleanor.
No, I'm sorry. I think you're smart, Mike, I swear.
I'm just here to make people laugh.
Tears will open your eyes. Just gonna make people laugh.
All right.
Eleanor, you awake?
Yeah, she's like all her clothes look like really clean.
Oh,
Well, actually, she did clean them earlier with prestidigitation. So, but yeah, just like
Did you?
her hair is like
did you roll
done
for it?
really nice and is. Oh yeah, that was early. That was last session.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Oh.
like
Oh, right.
once
I
we
thought you meant, like,
teleported out of the desert, she did it all at once.
Yep.
So all her clothes are clean.
I think I meant just like
she's
tonight.
clean.
I gotcha.
No, she's just like back to. I mean, it's like she hasn't been like really like pristine in like a while. So it's just like really probably a little noticeable after a bit. But she wakes up. All right, thank you.
Well, welcome back.
It feels nice.
I'm sure. You doing alright? I mean, like feeling
No.
better than you were before. I know it's a stupid question. This is what you're supposed to say, right?
It is good if we can stay a bit. Even having a meal and cleaning up. It's good. It's been a long time.
And I'm being good. Easily could have woken up Euphemia and asked her to turn into a spider to go downstairs to check on the rock. Didn't ask that.
Oh my gosh, that was a thought.
Totally. I had a lot of intrusive
Oh
thoughts.
dear. Your mind is a terrifying place, Devil. I'm not sure.
Awful.
Yes. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I think if we can coast by for a day or two, that might help before we get back into the chaos of things.
Oh, yeah. I thought you meant with Igden. I was like, really feel like we should talk to him at some point.
No,
Probably.
I'm sure tomorrow can yield that. Just
Especially after seeing this, seeing a guy that's not supposed to be part of the
Yes.
thing that they went after? Yeah.
I'm sure he is suspicious, yes. But
Wonder if he can listen into us right now. That wouldn't be good. Didn't think about that. Anyways, your watch.
as, if he's listening, we'll talk to him about it tomorrow. We have nothing to hide.
That's fair. All right, good luck.
Thank you.
Goes back to bed.
This paper mask.
There's a couple like scratches on his eye.
Like on his
Yeah.
Fun fact, in real life, I've gotten a paper cut on my actual eyeball, so it's possible.
Wait, was I around for that?
I was in high school. You think you were moved out of the house, but I did
Ah,
get 3 paper cuts on my eye, actually, but so be careful.
Ouch.
That's my
I
nightmare.
really want to ask how, but like I don't know if I want to know.
I'll tell you during the break. If you want.
All right.
Too graphic for stream.
Too graphic.
Yeah.
We got the chat saying,
Keeping
no,
family
don't
friendly
tell
up in
us.
here. Yeah.
People don't want to know about
We'll save it.
All
We'll
right,
save it.
unsubscribe.
All right. Eleanor, then. Perception roll.
Sure. Oh wow, I got a nat 20.
Look at you go.
Hey.
It's not plus, I think it's plus 1 and then minus 3. So 18.
Nice.
All right. So yeah, you again just have that weird sense of just like someone in the room with me. Like I don't know, this is weird, but you don't see anybody.
Yeah, do I see, I don't see, do I like feel like a certain spot maybe?
No, it's just like you know that like just general feeling of like you feel like you're being watched almost.
Mhm.
And you look around, you don't sense it, like you don't see anything. Just like
Right.
that weird feeling that you have.
Interesting. And for context, after we talked to him, did we not feel that anymore? Or did we always feel that?
Just as a general sense that you have. Probably when you get more comfortable, you might not notice as much, but yeah, like you felt it.
Okay, that's
the
what
whole
I was
time.
wondering is like when we joined his group, did we not feel that anymore when we stayed with him? Or was it always there? We
Just
got
like-
used to it.
Just this, everything is like dimly lit, so there's like more shadowy corners, and you're like, does something move over there? Like, I don't know, like this weird feelings, you know, those types of rooms?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's
Right.
always like that, even after
Yeah.
we joined his group.
Yeah, this is just the way the building is got that weird feel to it.
Mm-hmm.
Got security cameras up.
Okay. That sounds good. While I'm on watch, I take some time to do my hair really nice. I just need something to do with my hands that's like distracting, and I'm actually in a civilized place where I can. I'll write a note to Death about everything we learned, but I just don't say Dear Death. I don't write that. I just write like all the facts, and I'm just careful not to show the symbol. I don't know. I just a little extra careful tonight.
Sure. Kelly, you get a blessing. You hear that, Kelly?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I said woof. I don't know if I
Okay.
unmuted myself enough fast enough. Sorry.
Perfect. Okay.
Tamara wants to know if
Still-
you're as klutzy as me. Yes? I think we're
Yes.
both klutzy,
I'd
yeah.
say yes, but I answered like at the time I didn't have glasses when this happened, so like I got a lot of brain injuries, so
Yeah.
it happens.
That makes sense. Anyway, yeah. So I don't do a ton other than just decompress a little bit. I think.
Okay.
And probably cry. I don't know. It's been a really lot. It's been a lot.
Did you
Sure.
read my note?
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, I have the note. What does
Okay.
the note say? Thank you for reminding me. I forgot.
Sure. It's in like, so you have 2 pieces of paper that are like tagged over, so they like, and one has like a note on it, and the other one's blank. So then it says, Dear Eleonora, I'm so sorry about everything that happened in Shadow Rock. I know it doesn't help at all, and it feels too big to talk about and too big to feel. That's why I'm writing this note. If you want to write anything back, I've included some extra paper. Or if you want to talk, I'll be happy to listen. I don't know if I'll say the right things or respond the right way, but I want to help if I can. Also, I'm really sorry that I said maybe your brother being hurt was a good thing the other day. That was very insensitive of me, and I got lost in the idea of defending of defeating him instead of helping him. I won't let it happen again, and I will find a way. We'll find a way to save him here in your home. Thank you. Goodbye, Winnie.
Can you send that to me too, just so I have it?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay,
Do you want Discord?
Yeah. Thank you.
Very nice.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say Eleanor. That is probably what makes Eleanor like be like a little bit. That's very sweet. I'm trying to think if she would actually write something down or not. I think she would, yeah. So, I'll write something down on the included piece of paper, and
You don't have to use your own.
yeah, so nice.
Return postage included. That's
Yeah.
So
Oh
good.
my gosh. Yes. So yeah, and so I'll probably like slip it by your notebook or something after. I just have to think about what I would say. So, maybe on the break I can get that.
Cool. I can also not see it until like if you have time to write it like next session or whatever. If you want
Sure.
to.
Yeah. I could probably do that on break. So hit me up after break.
All right. But yeah, it's a new day. You guys wake up feeling refreshed, get a long rest in. Eleanor is down to -2.
Wow.
Thank goodness for that. And yeah, it is 10:18.
finally. I've written 1017 so many times.
It's been a long time you've run 10:17.
It's a long day.
A long day.
Wait, was
It's almost my
1017
birthday.
also Shadowrock?
No, you
but
guys
it was
rested there.
10:16.
It was 16.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you're right. We did rest. You're right.
But it's
okay.
been like a few.
Yeah. You're right.
Quick
Interesting.
question mark for you as they're getting up and kind of getting ready. I know I've done a couple preps for Dav's armor to try and make it studded leather. What more would he feel like he needs to be done, or is there anything he needs to buy, or does he need to like go to a blacksmith to get this finished? Like, what would be the next steps to accomplish that?
Let me look at something real quick.
I think we did something where we took apart one and then kind of planned out.
So you were taking leather to studded leather, right?
Yeah, because he had a scale mail, and then I was given leather. So
Mhm.
he's trying to deconstruct scale mail to turn the leather into studded leather.
Okay. So this would require probably proper tools, and let me double check on the timing for crafting on that.
Good popper tools.
Crafting items. With this one, you probably could work it out in about a day of full work and get that. There would be a check still involved on it, so it's success on that check, but if you have successful on that check, it could be done in a day. You have the proper.
And
like-
since I'm an artificer, I can turn my thieves' tools into the smith's tools, right?
You can.
And I am proficient. Or do I actually need to go to the blacksmith to like use his like anvil and tools and stuff like that?
I'm trying to picture, because you have the tools, but you don't have like any of the blacksmith's like big
Mhm.
equipment. Like they don't create a forge or anything like that. So you have the tools that you would require for that. So you need probably the location still
Okay,
to be able
cool.
to functionally do that. But you can
That's what I was kind
either
of curious
use
on.
a blacksmith's tools or your own tools there.
Okay.
If you ever find an abandoned forge, like you could just make your own tools there, which
Yeah.
is nice. So,
Sure.
but yeah, it doesn't make a forge out of your stuff.
Yeah,
like
of
that.
course. So I wasn't sure like if he would need a forge or if it's more like with his jewelry background, if it's more just incorporating the metal into the leather, if that's what it was. But
Yeah, this is bigger than jewelry, so it's definitely a
figured.
different
Okay.
skill. But
Cool. I think it's just planning on like getting the pieces in prep and putting in a bag. I'll just kind of see how the day goes, but you know, if he can find something, probably something he'd be planning on working on today if we're all just resting.
Okay.
Do we still feel like we're being watched, like as we're like as the day, like as we wake up and stuff? Do we still feel that kind of feeling of like being watched?
Hey, everybody but Dav, yeah.
Can I like as we're kind of waking up and stuff, like can I look around for any like bugs or like I don't know, really anything that like can I find any like kind of anything?
You don't say anything.
Okay. Nothing? Okay. I was,
Nope, you don't.
So thinking I think it's a spider or something, I thought I'd be like Nova, but just wanted to see if. Okay. Yeah, I'm just curious.
You don't notice anything. All right. So, what are you guys doing? As the day is upon you.
Staying in our room forever.
Okay. Sounds good.
I could see us like coming out for breakfast and potentially seeing if it can.
Yeah.
If we could talk to Idgen.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you make your way downstairs. You do notice that Nova is seated in her normal spot. And Itkin is there as well. Kind of comes out. Good morning.
Good morning. Your rooms were lovely.
Thank you.
Idgen, the four of us would like to have a conversation with you, if... What?
He just pauses when you say his name.
Yeah.
I know that.
Yeah!
I'd be
In the grass
watching
last
that
night.
so hard.
She just like... she just kind of like does this little like head like... We would like to speak with you.
You just see
Heidi.
Thomas work so much right there.
Heidi was supposed to send you a message from Heaven's Reach, but I don't know if you received it yet.
You look at him like studying you pretty closely as you say that. Give me a persuasion roll.
Sure.
I would be studying him back.
Yeah, can we try and
I'm-
see what his
Sure.
Use
You're
an
on site.
advantage.
Rachel's using an advantage. All right.
Bet he's looking
I'll use
quite
my bless.
insightful right
And your bless. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't roll very good.
All right.
I got 19 for insight.
19.
I got a 20.
19 and 20.
We're on it.
now. You got a 4.
I got-
You are not on it. He is hard to read.
I got a 19 persuasion.
Nice.
19. Okay. So he looks kind of amongst the four of you. What have you heard from Heidi?
It is a very interesting story. That sounds unbelievable, but Heidi, I just, there's no one else in here, right? Aside from Nova.
Yeah, and Ashley, you get a blessing.
Hey.
Heidi had originally meant to recommend us to you. If you would like to talk to her, I have a sending stone connected to her. I just hold out my sending stone.
You see him pause for a moment, look at it. He casts a quick spell and picks it up slowly.
Cautious.
You do notice too, with your 19 and 20 insights, that Nova is tensed up. Like she actually like stood up at this point and is like standing closer to the table.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of glance at her, but I'm not going to be too concerned.
Yeah, Eleanor looks pretty calm.
But
Just look around. Whoa.
he'll take the stone. and kind of like turns for a moment away from you. Kind of hear some muttering. And let me roll for something real quick.
I gotta go back into Guardian mode.
Turns and looks back at you. What did you say your names are?
Eleanor. Davron. Euphemia. Winifred.
Rogers.
Originally, I was informed there would be 3 of you.
That is correct, you were. Originally, we were all supposed to be dead, too. I don't know if you heard that.
Did hear. Group died on their journey.
Yes.
He is studying each of you
Mm-hmm.
intensely.
I would say Euphemia's just watching him kind of curiously because she knows that he's trying to like decide a lot of things right now and process a lot of information, so she just wants to kind of see how this pans out.
Dav is weirdly like a golden retriever who's just sitting down, just being like waiting for everyone to get caught up and be like, yeah, been here, done that. This is gonna be a little bit.
How about this? It's complicated, but let's start with this. In Lakeside, a few weeks ago, we appeared to find out that everyone thought we were dead, which was news to us. But when the Watchlight came to investigate, we dug up their bodies. They saw it for themselves. The Watchlight went through and did confirmations that they were indeed the same people that were lying in the ground dead. So the Watchlight worked with us somewhat closely and had to confirm that our identities were correct, despite how strange the situation may be. We have reasons for all of it, and I don't mind going into it, but I just wanted to let you know there's some authenticity behind that. And the reason for all this is the mishaps that seem to plague this world has made for some bizarre occurrences.
And what brings you here?
Well, partly, we wanted to talk to the wizard that resides in that tower, because we believe that he might have answers for our strange situation. Partly, we wanted to reconnect with you, because where we are from, in another timeline, I guess is what we've been calling it, we did not die, and we found you and partnered with you.
I think we have proof of that, right? Don't we still have the sending stone?
I have a sending stone of yours, yes. That you gave to us.
Which I'm guessing
Not.
Yeah, not you, other half, but the other you.
You pull it out.
I'll pull it out. You'll probably have your own copy still downstairs, because that wasn't this version's.
You brought us down there last time in the other place. You told us about everything you know about my old cult.
We helped a mission, or We tried
Well.
to help with a mission in Northport that you had for us.
You see him kind of break a little bit of his normal, like, stoic, readless demeanor when you say that.
Mm-hmm.
But he just kind of straightens back up. Don't have anything for you.
Elaborate.
I have nothing for you here.
It's because of what became of your group.
Lost 3 people in a short amount of time. There is no group.
Did something happen to Braun? Last we heard he was in prison.
That's where he'll stay.
Euphemia's just gonna put her hand on Dab's arm, since I assume he's standing up there.
I'm sorry, really fat. Did we confirm that is Kendra not alive in this one, or is she like? Do
We
already
didn't
know that? Or
ask.
is this-
You know,
Okay,
it's really
okay.
broach that
Yeah.
subject. Yeah.
Yeah,
I-
yeah.
What I ask? Okay, I guess I'll. You should. When you just kind of say, "Is Kendra okay?" Or is she not?
I have not heard from her since the fiends invaded. There's a moment she sent me a message of the danger she was in, and then I've heard nothing.
Not that it'll help at all, but Kendra and Jap, not everyone are okay where we are. At least they were last we heard. I'm sorry though about them here.
There's a moment of like venom that Euphemia probably would pick up on as she says that.
That was sad though. It was mean to be mean at all.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, it makes sense.
That makes a lot of sense.
But Winnie being sweet also makes sense. Very sorry for your losses. That's a reason why we came, actually, as if there's been things we've been looking into sort of on your behalf back in the other timeline, and I didn't know if you wanted information or if there are certain places we're going, if you wanted help or anything like that.
It seems like this world's in danger.
Both are, yes.
I don't pretend to know your relationships the same as the ones we knew in the other timeline. But we know that you want to do good. And to give up I think would not be what they would want. We can help, but we need your help too.
Told you I have nothing for you here.
Is Heidi someone that you still work with, or is there anyone else? Here, I mean, we kind of know how it is in the other place, but I don't know how things have changed here. For you, specifically.
The group is disbanded at this point. She still works for me. Daddy runs his own business. There's no one else.
Idgen, if there's anything we can do for you, please let us know. We want to stay at least for a day or two to plan some things. But I know that you are good. You're a good person. And there was a time where you listened to me and gave me aid when many people would not. That goes a long way with me, even if you do not know me now. You were very merciful and admirable in a lot of different situations when it came to us. So that is why we press a bit, not to pressure you into anything, but if you need anything, we would like to do what we can for you, even if it's just information.
I'm retired. I'm an innkeeper. Can I help anything with your stay?
I don't think so at this time, but you have a means to contact us now, if you ever need it.
I don't know why I would.
But yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know how much I would press him. I would just
I
kind
think
of like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I would kind of nod and step back at a point here.
Dab just gets up. Sorry for your loss. We'll walk out.
You're really sorry.
Just kind of turns away and goes back behind the bar. Mike, you get a blessing.
Thanks.
I can use it to cry.
Yeah, I would meet everybody outside, I think.
You
I don't
see
know
Dab.
if
Dab
Dab
would
is
be
where
heading
he
to
is.
the tree that he was going to, that he had been practicing on last time in the other place with punching. And you just see him start going into the motions of blazing and punching as hard as he can into the tree. You guys are more than happy to join him. That's just what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
Like hands are wrapped and just kind of back to training.
I think like Winnie would be like go over there and like see if you wanted to like practice stuff like with me, just to like have someone there. If you seem like you want to be alone, she'd probably go over there and be like,
Yeah, sure, if you want.
okay. So she'll kind of just help.
I'll just kind of sting into your hand a little bit more than normal, but Normal.
I'll take it.
With the angst. Stings a little more.
Yeah. Eleanor will say to Euphemia, though, or yeah, Euphemia, I did expect Idgen to be pretty defeated, but not this much. It makes sense, though.
He lost everyone in such a short time. I don't know how else he would feel.
It's a shame.
I think all we could do offer what we did, and if he changes his mind, he has a way to let us know.
That's about all that can be done. I don't have any way to know how to contact Kendra, unfortunately. When we knew her, I wasn't able to write it in my book.
Short of going to Northport, I don't know that we have another
Right.
option right now.
So, it's a shame, though. He has many things down in that basement that might be able to help. But
Is he still, or are they gone?
they might be gone. That's a good point. May have cleaned out inventory or something. I still think we should stay a bit and try to make a plan.
Was wondering if we have enough money, I could make some more potions since we are cleaned out. I can see
Yes.
what I can find as well to cut that down a bit, but
I think that's wise. We have been low on supplies for quite a bit now.
even if I can get a couple of them done, that would be something.
I agree. But I think we'd probably just kind of make sure Dav's okay, or if when he's on him, like, you know, maybe go back inside. Essentially waiting till everyone's okay enough to come back and join the group or something.
Otherwise, we could go over to the general store, or I can start looking while we wait as well. I could start searching outside.
Does Dav seem like he wants to talk or no? If like we're just
He doesn't seem opposed to it. He kind of. You probably would expect more emotion out of him. He seems kind of neutralized, if that makes sense at the moment.
like numb or like more like focused?
Focused. Like he has probably stuff to say, or he's just thinking, but it's just there's just emotion, and he's just letting it out, and he's using it to focus.
Okay. Between punches, probably like, are you okay?
Yeah,
I know we didn't know about Kendra before, but I didn't know if we had hope that she was okay here.
Yeah, he kind of like stops for a second. I mean, I already prepped myself for her being dead here. I think it's unfortunate, and I'm upset that we lost Igden right now.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just frustrated that every time we get an answer, we get a question or 5. And I always feel like we're one step behind.
I feel like we're like 5 at this point, which is kind of frustrating. We can't ever get a grip on where we're at because we keep changing locations. But
I mean, you're like a pop, 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 right on the hand. When you say it, it's like exactly how it feels.
yeah. Okay. Well, maybe, like I said, we could at least learn enough here, maybe to help over there where she is okay. Hopefully, maybe. I think.
She knows what she's doing. She chose this life.
She's smart though and resourceful. Maybe she just is in a place where she can't answer. I mean, I know it's not super hopeful here, at least, but she might just be in a place where she's not able to respond, you know?
Knows. I just, yeah, I don't know. I feel I'm stuck between what I want and how to get it, and then trying to be better. I don't know if that makes sense.
I think it does. What do you want, exactly? Or it's more like a feeling, less of a thing.
I decide how reckless he is right now. I think you see, like, in that moment, like when you ask what he wants, he, like, you see, like, electricity beginning to form in his hand. He's about to turn and, like, punch, and then he, like, stops himself. And then, like, releases the energy before he casts a spell. I just want to be more powerful. Powerful enough to stop all these people from dying. And I want to stop this world from dying before we can get people out.
Fortunately, I don't know if power is necessarily going to help us in this. I think it's more like timing and knowledge, which kind of is the bad part because we keep switching. But I don't know.
What would you do if you had the potential to have more, but you don't know what that means by getting it? And I could listen to this thing, let it loose, help people, maybe fight it later. Does that make me bad?
I don't think wanting anything necessarily, well, obviously some things, but like wanting that doesn't make you bad. But I do think that when doing things like that, sometimes solutions can seem not easy, because I wouldn't call it an easy solution, but like they can seem tempting in the moment, but really you're just kind of, you know, putting a bandage on something that needs to be healed as opposed to like just covered up, you know? I don't know what this thing would do, and maybe he wouldn't do anything bad, but I feel like if Biggen and Kendra went to all that, if they thought that it was so bad that he needed to be stopped from being released, it's definitely worth pausing. And maybe he'd make things worse, you know? Maybe it'd help momentarily. But I kind of have, I don't know, part of me thinks that this whole world, a lot of the stuff that's happening was like solutions that weren't very good that people just put together. I don't know. That's, I kind of just have a feeling that it's falling apart because people didn't think very well about what would happen in the future, you know? I don't know if that makes sense. That's just kind of a feeling I have, but
Yeah, it actually does make sense.
yeah. So I don't think it's bad to want, but I do think that we need to be careful about acting on those wants, you know?
No, because we have another timeline to stop our mistakes.
Ugh. Or make more. I don't know. We'll find out, I guess.
What do you want, Whitney?
Well, for a while, I just wanted to fix everything and like succeed, but that kind of feels like not very possible right now. I don't think that things will just be fixed, or I don't know. I used to think that you just do the right, if you did the right things the right way, then things would be fine. But that's not how things are turning out, and it looks like it's just gonna be a mess no matter what we do. So at this point, I just want everyone to be safe and happy and stable, and even if that looks like the long, hard road to get there, I think that it feels like a puzzle we have to figure out. And I don't know if we'll solve it in time or if we're smart enough or powerful enough or anything enough to do that, but we have to at least try, you know? And I want everyone in our party to be safe and happy. I want this curse to be off Euphemia. I want Eleanor's family to be okay. I want Kendra to be all right and for everybody to just be safe and happy. But again, that kind of seems like something I don't know if I could get either. So
I want that for you guys too. He goes back to punching the tree.
yeah.
The other girls with them still, or did they go off? I can't remember.
I think I went back to the inn.
Okay.
If you're going back to the inn, I might even say, like, I'll scout around a little bit and see what I can find nearby. I won't go far. Till everybody's ready to come back in.
Sure. Yes, maybe stay within eyesight of the other two.
Sure.
If I see you walking off, I'm just gonna be like, let me know if you find a blacksmith or abandoned forge.
You'll just see, like, a hand, like, okay.
Thanks.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Sure, we're done training too. I would help maybe look for plants too if I could. I don't know if I'm able to or not, but
I think if you help, usually it does help.
yeah, I can try.
So you're looking for wild ones?
I'd be looking, yeah, for anything that I've used for health potions in the past, because I have found them before around.
Yeah.
I figured with all the fields, we might have a chance.
Give me a nature roll for this. You're
Okay.
looking, Winnie, you can roll as well.
I'll use my bless
All right.
as well.
I'm gonna use a luck point.
Okay.
I feel like
Yeah.
perfect. I feel like we want to probably find things. I have an extra help in nature. 15.
Let's see.
Yeah.
24.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
How long do you want to look?
Probably at least a half hour.
Okay.
To an
Yeah, look for
hour.
how long you look.
Yeah, Lenore, you're hanging out at the inn. Dav's punching trees.
Never learn to speak with plants ever.
That would be a bad day.
Yep.
Back to your cat story, but with trees this time.
Oh. So
Um,
sad.
So you look around, and you begin to realize, like, just the general area around the town, you don't see much. You
Okay.
do see a small garden, but it belongs to somebody.
Oh. Yeah. I'm no thief. I won't take it.
Okay.
Would I get the sense just based on like the area and my knowledge of these plants and nature that if I ventured out more into like the between fields and stuff, if I would maybe find more of what I'm looking for regionally?
Possibly.
Okay.
This isn't super diverse in the amount
Okay.
of plant life here, so
Okay.
you feel like it would be rare to find things outside of what people would garden for themselves.
They're
But
cultivating.
There
Okay.
is a chance that you could find certain ones that may be of aid.
Okay. Okay, I think I would also just, as a default, I'm just picking other stuff that I find interesting or plants that I like, even if they're not for health potion stuff, just for my own personal stash. But
Okay.
I would circle back to Winnie at some point and just kind of relay what I found. And we'll just have to circle back to the inn at
Okay.
some point.
Sounds good. So, eventually, does Dav return to the inn as well, or is he punching trees all day? Okay. So,
Gets a little too tired when it starts bleeding.
there you go. But with that, as you guys all meet back up at the inn, we'll take a break. And I gotta change my music again, because you guys are going back and forth. So, I'll
Yeah,
change the
keep
break.
changing the
after
scene.
I'll change it
Yep,
after
yep.
the break. Back to the other music. Thanks so much, guys. So stick around, everybody. We'll be back real soon. we are back, and I gotta change the music again because the party decides, hey, let's go back to the inn.
Scene change.
Let me do that real quick. Here we go. So you guys all meet back up at the Untamed Drinker. Nova definitely looks like she's keeping an eye on all of you. Idgen does not look like he's hanging out too much in the front of house, so
He's hiding.
he's keeping his distance right now from you guys.
Makes sense.
Fair.
But you all are able to meet back up.
I'll just ask them, do we want to talk here? Do we want to go to a room? What would we like?
Maybe go to a room. I mean, I don't know. Actually, I don't know
Yeah.
if it matters. It sounds like they're probably probably listening.
I don't know.
I don't think it really
You
matters.
can just talk here.
I'm alright with that.
Also, I'm wearing black.
We
Oh, you changed.
Yay.
We're all mourning.
Oh my gosh. Kendra, rest in peace.
we didn't find any herbs where I looked, at least, but I can look further out potentially, or we might just be better off buying some if we have enough budget
We
to
can probably
accommodate a
buy
little.
some. We've found a fair amount of gold lately. So
Sure.
Davril, how are you feeling?
Feeling
All right.
ready to do something.
You feel like you can focus?
Oh yeah.
So it seems we have a few options before us. I still think I would like to be able to take the next day or two just to recover from dying. Maybe we can resupply for potions like Euphemia said and prepare. I mean, it's been a lot for a long time, so I think resting would be wise, at least for a bit.
Wherever we are headed next is likely to be dangerous as well, so the more gear we have stocked up and
Yes.
preparations made, I would feel better about it.
I'm gonna say I love that plan. I'm updating my armor. I think it's gonna help
Oh,
with a few things. So if anyone wants any work on outfits, armor, little things I can do to adjust things, let me know, because I can put my mind to that.
what sort of things could you do? I mean, I don't have armor. If there's nothing for me, it's fine. I was just curious.
I can
You were speaking very
jewelerize your
confidently.
robes if you want. I don't know.
You can
Just saying. Bedazzle your robe.
bedazzle them. Oh, wow.
It's a
Interesting.
nice wall phrase. Actually, I think it's just an everyone phrase, but yeah, no,
Dazzler.
I-
He just has one in the back.
but yeah, it was my team names, the Bedazzler, because I never really played sports. That's just a joke. Yeah, no, the armor I used to wear, the heavier stuff, is just getting slow for me, so I'm trying to cut it up and work on something
Sure.
else.
Sure. So,
Can
yes,
you do
I
anything
mean,
else with? Oh, sorry.
No.
Can you do anything else with my dagger, or have you done all you can on the dagger?
Yeah, that's another thing. At the moment, that's all I can do on the dagger, because I'm not really going to be focusing much on the artificer side. As well as, if you ever get to a point where you've outgrown the dagger, let me know, because I could actually do some other stuff. At the moment, it doesn't really matter, but later on, when I'm doing a lot of spelly stuff, I might want to not infuse that dagger anymore. So
Yeah, it's the only ranged thing I have, but I can also go and try and get something else ranged if you need it. I can try and buy something else too if you'd rather.
like I said, right
Like
now,
that, so.
I think it works for you, and I don't really concentrate on anything right now, but
Okay.
later on, just an
Yeah,
idea.
just
Or
let me know.
I know you were telling me your monk stuff, you hit harder, so Do
Yeah.
you wear armor, Winnie?
No.
Okay.
It makes me, remember I tried to, and then it made me very bad at like a lot of things, so I probably
Right. Euphemia?
decided not to.
We can't do metal, so.
Projects only for me then. All right. I was wondering if anyone else would do with the studded leather as well. But I guess not.
Unfortunately. It's very kind of you to offer. You make some nice jewelry, maybe make me a bracelet or something.
Bracelet.
If you'd
Sure.
like. You don't have to. Just if you feel like you need to do something.
Sounds good. Yeah, just putting that out there.
So what are your thoughts after talking to Henrik? Does anyone have any takeaways? I mean, there are many directions that could be gone, and we still have other things that need to be resolved before we even open the door to all these other things.
Until we find a way to control when we go back and forth, it seems pointless to really attempt anything else.
Well, that was my question. So, do we think that the hags are making us go back and forth, or do we think that? Because if we think the hags are making us go back and forth, we should probably focus on that. Because you're right. Like, I don't think until. But then also, the only thing is it advantageous to be going back and forth? Because in some ways, because then we can talk to people who have, like the wizard. We wouldn't be able to talk to him if we would have been stuck. I don't know. I don't know if it's an advantage we want to keep, or if we want to try and.
If we don't have to die and kill hundreds of people on our way back and forth, is what I mean. If we could find a way.
Yes.
There
If
also
it's possible.
there is something to be said about doing what we can where we're at. So if Henrik said that the hags are probably here, we are here now. So that is something to be considered, because as far as we know, the only way we can come back here is if we die. And we are here. I would like to not rip another mishap crack through the world just to come deal with the hags.
Correct. Every
So-
time we start to aggravate them, we get thrown back. We only have so much time.
So should we do it now?
It's just something I've been thinking about. I don't know if that means we do, but it's either we go on a very long journey on another part of the world to get Henrik's ingredients, which is important. I'm not saying it's not. Obviously, it's important. I don't want that to happen again. But we could do that anywhere, really.
I mean, we could always
I'm not
try and
sure.
find them. Like, obviously, we don't know where the hags are, so we could always try and do both, like, two things at once. Like, trying to find some of his stuff.
Yes. Where is the place that he wanted to go next? Is it Rose Pond? Yes.
Well, Rose Pond is the other place that we haven't necessarily looked at the grave. There were reports of it.
Sure. That is close. Isn't that where one of the ingredients was?
Where's the rest?
Ordra Forest. For the sap.
Yeah.
Did he say where exactly? Was that common? I don't remember how he described
Very
that.
rare.
It was
Very
a tree
rare.
that could be found there that is rare.
Tightened tree sap. Silver tightened tree sap.
Yes.
Silver edge to the leaf. Clear sap.
Yeah.
Not
So-
that this is even maybe a thing, but like, if the hags are all about like mushrooms and stuff like that, do you think they'd be by some weird trees? I don't know.
Using, yes, I'm not sure. I mean, he didn't say what it was. But it was an ingredient used for this powerful ancient magic ritual, so perhaps, I mean, that's not a bad
That's-
theory at all. Yes.
Just kind of randomly throwing it out there. Slightly off topic, but en route to it. So I do apologize for my veering off. But if it's on the way-ish, Winnie, I know you wanted to retrieve a body from the forest in Lakeside. Might not be a bad idea to do a little bit more training on the way. Get that done. Just get a little bit more stronger while we're doing that. Just a thought, since we're passing by, we need money.
Well, I mean, I think Edison would teleport us directly where we need to go if we decided to do that.
Fair.
Something to think about. I'm not saying that, but if we decided to engage in that route, I would think speed would be important. Not meandering, but if we decided to just go to Lakeside to go to Lakeside, you know, that's another matter entirely.
Right.
We don't have a dragon egg for Vari, though, to get a machine. But we don't owe her money here either, and we're not wanted by the government. So Lakeside is a little more hospitable to visit in this timeline than it is in the other one.
Can we please not stay with my family, though, if we do? I gotta write them a letter. I'm going to, but I just don't want to. If we stay there, can we stay, like, somewhere else? Okay, thank you.
Sure,
I'll stay then.
Yes. But,
I kind of like that idea. It kind of gives us... We'd basically going in the same direction for all of our goals. We have to pick up an item. We can decide to use it on the hag route or the cracks with Uneric. And if we get more investigation on the hags, I mean, it's kind of aligning with all of our goals, to be honest.
I mean, Death did say... I guess I wouldn't say Death because we're in public. I thought we were in our room. But I'll just say, it was said that if we don't... Taking care of this is a bit of a time crunch as well. The longer we let it sit,
The worse it gets.
the worse it gets.
The more powerful it is.
I don't
the
know
more
how
people
strongly...
are under the umbrella.
I don't know how strongly I would feel about it unless it was sort of confirmed that they are here. So they're here.
If they are. I mean, they have a strong influence here. They have a strong tie here, but they were also strongly affecting everything over there as well. The other side is where I had a vision over there.
I mean, yes, we all had nightmares, but I agree that it was stronger here. Isn't that...
It's also escalated here.
Yes.
Since it's been further along the chain.
I would just trust Hunric's theory. Because he understands those lines of ancient magic a bit more than we do.
Oh, I don't disagree. I'm just saying, I think that if we deal with it here, we just have to decide that we need to deal with it. Otherwise, it's going to follow us.
Mm.
Oh, yes, of course.
And that's not good either.
Sorry.
I have been thinking about the nightmares that I have had and the information, things I've seen. Some of it has linked back to that night, and some of it is linked to things that have happened after. And if there's maybe a way I could find more information about them that way, it might be something worth digging into.
Provoking them.
Yeah.
I some serious allergies.
I would wonder if you'd want to see what we discover at Rose Pond first, because the more we provoke them, the more exhausted we get, the more afraid we get. It affects everybody.
That is what I was going to say, is that I think it's another way potentially, to get their attention. And also, maybe get them to come to us instead, so we don't have to go find them if we don't see anything else that looks like a good option.
Doesn't sound like they're terribly confrontational. Like, the
I
only
would
way it
have a
sounds like
hug.
they confront. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Nope.
It sounds like the only way they really move, like, the only time they ever were, like, visible was to your mom when they'd already, like, tormented her to the point of, like, and, like, frozen her and stuff. So I don't know if they'll. I don't know if they'd reveal themselves. It sounds like they only work in shadow. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know how hags really work, but it sounds like they may not, like, a full-on confrontation doesn't seem their style, but maybe it is. I don't know.
No, I was about to say the same thing. I don't know why they would risk exposing themselves when they've been working in secrecy for thousands of years, potentially. Especially to a group like us. We're nothing to them. Nothing. We're not a threat.
What I'm curious about is if they saw an opportunity and they're getting closer to their goal, if they would just take it to eliminate any kind of interference. It's just a thought.
I mean, if we have to, although I would much rather enter in knowing what's going on and being on the upper hand.
If they are somewhere like the swamps, it is extremely dangerous. It's not a place to go into not knowing where you're going.
So,
Also, maybe Edison, if he was investigating stuff about this, maybe he found something that would be helpful for this. You shouldn't disclose it at the time. I don't know.
Question for you guys then. We start fully positioning ourselves on this path. From what we've heard, it's not just one hag, but potentially a coven.
right.
Do we feel ready to take
At least
on
a few.
3 hags?
Did we feel ready to go into Shadow Rock?
We weren't aiming to take down anybody. We were aiming to get someone out.
Here's the question I get. They obviously have really powerful magic, but I can't tell if they're. Again, I don't know much about hags, but I can't tell if most of their magic is more like the long con. Do you know what I mean? Like in battle, would they be? I'm sure they'd be really formidable, but I don't know if they'd be like undefeatable in like a head-on collision. You know, a head-on like confrontation. I guess. I don't know. They might be a little easier to take on directly as opposed to like waiting them out, because I think they do things like long wise, you know, like longevity, I guess. Like exhausting us and moving us place to place. You know what I mean? I don't know.
We were told that in a coven, they are far more powerful and can accomplish far greater magic than when they are alone. So, certainly a formidable threat. I just, again, I'm just not sure how much longer putting things off is going to do.
Agree.
So I'm not necessarily pushing for it, but I also think if we want to categorize what needs to be accomplished by what place we are in, Lakeside is a place we can still go here and are respected. The hags are also here. And Edison is here. We probably will run into dead ends if we go back.
I don't know if we, at least as far as we know, I don't know if we have enough information to know if we could beat them or not. It would be a risk either way. So even if we can find them, who's to say they won't kick us back before we get a chance to get any closer?
I mean,
I'm counting on it, almost.
I mean, all we can do is take a few steps forward and see what happens. I mean, that's how
Right.
it's always been for us.
Yeah.
And it will probably go awry. It will probably be horrible. We'll probably hate our lives and have to recover, and it will be the worst thing we've ever encountered. But you have to move forward.
Wow. That broke me. I gotta give you that one. That's a high brain one right there.
Thank you.
Anyway, sorry.
Thank you.
What is 6?
Do you guys get it?
No.
No.
Don't worry about it. Keep RPing.
Yeah, we're just gonna ruminate on that one. See how long that takes some people. So,
I always know. I'll never get that.
Yeah. Ruminate all you want. It's just gonna rot.
That's fine. Don't worry about it.
That's all.
Princess waving as the joke. Hi.
so here's my only counterpart then. Because I actually agree. I do like this plan of action. I'm ready to just rest and go up and do something. But is there anything other? Let's just for
Right. Yes.
checking in with people. Is there anything else that seems more pressing that people want to do than that? The only thing I could even suggest on my own part would be if we feel like this is a little too risky while we're still getting more powerful, could just be potentially going up north to look for research. But that it could also be walking into a beast trap. So
Who knows what's
yeah, who
going
knows?
on there? Especially if your group has still been.
Yeah, and I don't know if I'm ready to deal with that mentally, emotionally anyway. So I still agree this is the best route. I'm just putting that up on my own.
I'm not saying we do this now, so please do not panic. But the only other thing that we can only do here is Julian here is still abandoned in Shadowrock. We do know the house. We know what to avoid. But I do not feel like that would be a wise move, as we are not even close to the place right now. It would be weeks of travel to even get over there. So I would also, I would probably want to connect to my Julian and potentially link up communication, and we could find out things, maybe. So, not this time.
Would feel better contacting your Julian and getting closer to this one if we knew the curse was mostly dealt with.
Well, that is another reason why I'm thinking it might be good, because I don't want to spend time with my son and be afraid that it will affect him as well. Especially if we have to escort him to Heaven's Reach, potentially.
Right. We already have to make sure we don't die on the way.
Right. Yes, with all of the grave robbers deciding to pursue us, it is lovely. So, that's another reason why I think it might be good. But, like I said, if no one else feels ready for that, I understand, but...
I think it's the only course of action that really makes sense right now, at least, but unless anyone, I think, opposed to it.
We certainly know Edison is chomping at the bit, so he'll be happy.
I don't remember... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Real quick, the only thing I was going to say is the only reason I would want to wait on Julian as well is to make sure to see where the other one goes to for safety and kind of figure that part out.
Yes, that's what I mean. I would almost, if I can link up Julian's to contact, I could contact the one in the house here, and he could potentially waltz right out into my arms if it worked.
Yeah.
So, I don't think it's wise to do it now, but it is something on my radar, because his mother here is dead.
The one thing I think about with Rose Pond is that we haven't actually been there to look at the grave.
Sure.
If there is something like potentially the Naki Shroom that is linking and making them stronger here, it would make sense if we wanted to try and go, maybe even destroy some of it and see if that helped at all.
Oh, back to
potentially.
Aaron.
No, Rose Pond, because
Oh,
we haven't
oh.
been there yet. That was
Well, we would destroyed everything, didn't we?
not at the grave in Rose Pond. We haven't been there.
Right. Wait, sorry.
There were just
Can you
reports.
explain to me what you just said
Yeah.
in character? I don't understand what
There
you're
were
saying.
just reports of so the Rose Pond one was like the original one
Right.
that happened, like early.
Yeah.
And Edison said that there were reports of, but I don't recall him ever actually saying that he went and did anything at the grave. Right, Mark?
It was old reports, not currently active.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So it would be worth going to check and see if anything has
Oh, yes.
woken back up.
Sure. Yes.
It's the one we haven't been to.
Yes. All right.
So Rose Pond, Edge Fort, and where?
Arrow Run were the three.
And we went to Edgefort and Arrow Run.
Mm-hmm.
Here, in this timeline.
I just, I was kind of looking at the map real quick. Like sometimes when you read some of those like detective novels when you're a kid, and they're all like, "Oh, it triangulates," and I was like trying to see if there's like a middle spot, but that's a really elongated triangle, so I don't think that works.
Yes.
It's like, oh, follow where they're looking for a new
Formed
clue.
shape. Yes.
Yeah, it's
Too bad.
throughout the track.
But yes. So maybe let's think on it. Let's not make a decision now. And like as she says that, she just kind of gives everyone a look, like, let's not make a decision now. I don't know if you guys understand what she's saying or if you want to roll insight. She's like trying to communicate a certain thing.
Can I roll insight, I guess?
Sure.
I'll roll insight as well. Phoebe is good. Just thinking about a lot of
21.
things right now, so 13.
Oh, okay. Maybe
21.
when you... Okay,
Yeah.
well, when she says that, she kind of like touches
Indicates.
like the mark and is just kind of like, Winnie, you would probably pick up on like, every time we make a plan, we get hit with dreams so bad, so let's not say we're actually doing it right now. Like that's kind of what she's communicating a little bit.
Okay.
But the other two might not get it. I don't know.
I mean, if she's
I don't know
going
what
as
the
far as
DC
to
would be. I mean,
if
I'm
she's
touching
going
my
as far
legs
as to like
this,
touch
yeah.
it, I would get what you're saying.
So
Yeah.
it's
And we will be-
finals. Is that what we're doing then? Our next step?
We're going
maybe
to
Lakeside,
think how to
though.
chat about that.
Maybe Lakeside. I don't know. Maybe I do want to see my
let's,
parents.
I thought we're all deciding something here. What's with the
Well,
the
let's
first-
We have
let's
2 days or more.
let's not just ruminate. Let's just think about it first.
All right, I've already made my decision, but all right, you guys can think on it.
Oh, why don't you think about it?
I don't really think I need to, but all right.
I really would like you to, Davril. I would like you to explore all the avenues.
Yeah, sure. All right. Yeah, I'm thinking
available
about
to
it.
you.
All right. Seems like it's going right over.
Perfect. The other thing, I think I'm going to, and she's like saying it like, again, we're in public, so she's choosing her words carefully, but she's like, I'm gonna go see if I can have a word with Alanis. Make sure that we can
Yeah,
Be
definitely go
all
with backup
right.
on that
Hmm?
one. Definitely go with backup on that one.
You'll go as backup, is that what you said?
I said, well, I mean, you don't have to choose me. I'm just saying, go
Oh,
with
sure.
backup on that one.
Oh, yes, would plan on it. Certainly.
Wait, sorry. Character Kelly doesn't remember who that is.
It was the cleric of Ismeda that was like
Right,
glaring at
right.
Eleonora.
Okay, yeah, her.
But just to,
Oh.
I don't know, assure her I'm not trying to destroy the world or something. I don't know.
You could spar it out. I mean, it feels good sometimes, just like a little.
Oh, how
practice fight.
ghastly. No, I will
Well-
not. No. Mm-mm.
Winnie and I do it.
Are we
sometimes.
also still trying not to cast magic here anyway?
Yes.
Or do we think the risk is
With
not as
the
high as we originally thought?
elevated mishap, I would say we might need a break anyway. At least I do, from the constant flow of mishaps. but
Do we?
you can...
I just realized something. What if the mishaps were a way to like track us? Like when they go off, it like sends like a like they knew where we were or something. And so they can always find us.
You mean the hags or
I don't know, maybe.
or who?
We're the only people who have marks on us, and we're the only people who have all these mishaps. Like not mishaps in general, because they obviously happen to some people, but like I don't know. It just feels weird. It feels like why do we have so many?
Because of
And
the
what would cause
mishap
that?
that triggered it.
Yeah, but what if it was like I don't know,
Well,
used or something?
Hunark made an interesting statement. He said the magic chose us. Did you hear him say that? I thought that rather odd. But he seems to think it's like a sentient sort of being or creature or something with a will.
Right.
I guess yeah.
So.
I don't know.
I don't actually tend to disagree with his statement, though it's not really, I think, proven, but
Right.
it's like a... Never mind. Nah, never mind.
But, I mean, I think all of this is good to think about. And as far as the rest of the next couple of days goes, it sounds like training, modifying armor, potion making. I will contact Heidi, just because we haven't checked in a bit.
Do we have any money for charcoal?
Oh, for your familiar? We should.
Sorry, I feel like it's becoming a very, very expensive familiar, but we did
yes,
avoid that
it
flower,
is.
just putting that out there.
We
He
did.
did his duty.
Yes. So, Euphemia, how much do you need for... Mark, do we find money?
Yeah, you do find some money. There's a little tucked away pouch of money that's 17 gold. Thank you so much for the raid,
Cool.
Records of the Realms. Thank you.
Oh my goodness.
It makes me so sad. Can you imagine whose gold this would have been that left it here?
Somebody left their gold there. So sad.
Oh. Well, perfect. I need to do quick math.
Mine now.
Finders keepers.
So, oh yes, look, Davril, this is, what do you need? 25?
Perfect. I think like, yeah, 20, 25, something like that.
All right. So I give
If
you
we're going-
25.
If we're going to be here for at least a couple days, I can do a couple, so that would be about, it's 25 each. So maybe 50, if we have it.
Yes, something to think about, too. If we happen to find a bit more money, we have 263 gold right now. So it's close to being able to get a diamond for your spell.
Yeah, which is something else I would maybe want before we decided we were going for something.
So, I would say we might be able to scrounge, but that would be all our money. That would be everything we own. So, risky. So, if you would like just to take the 50 for potions, if that seems more reasonable, I think that works.
For now, I think that's what we're going to need to do, but if there's an opportunity before, I think that's something I would on the list of considerations.
Sure. I give you 50 gold.
Okay.
All right.
Also, I only need 20, not 25.
Oh, all right. That works.
And technically,
So
I only
honest.
need 10. So I mean, if 2 just for like 2 of them. So I mean, if we need to keep that, right, you can only give me 10 if you want.
Oh, well, no, if you want to, I think it's smart to have a backup.
Just being honest. Okay, that's fine.
Oh, Dabra, look at you go. It's very, very.
Oh yeah, old me would have
Honest
been
of
like,
you.
sweet, 5 gold. And just hold
Yes,
on to
you
it.
would have. And I would have known, and then I would have been cross with you.
You didn't find out last time.
Maybe I did and I didn't say anything.
I just found that gold on the floor and didn't say anything. So
This-
felt like it was fair game. It's like a gray area.
Sure. But yes, I might go over to the tower today and see if Alanis is willing to talk. Should all of us go and just you can stand in the background for a bit if she's willing to talk, or
If you need me, otherwise I'll stay here and start working.
I'll come with you if you need someone. But
oh right, you need to do your potions. Yes, I mean Winifred, if you would like to come with me, maybe we can see if they want to meet somewhere neutral or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Davra, would you want to come as well? Just so
Yeah,
it's
I mean,
three
another
and
chance to talk to
three.
Unir could be great. Oh yeah, for turf wars, sure. Yeah.
No. I want to make sure they don't decide they want to kill me.
I'm gonna do the whole thing where like Quick doesn't walk.
Oh
out
no.
loud.
Oh well, I don't want to be threatening at all. I really don't. I just
You never heard of like when you intimidation by dancing? It's supposed to like lower the tension a little bit, but still show that you're serious. Until someone brings a knife to a dance fight, then it just gets over.
what are you talking about?
You didn't have a theater department in your growing up? Oh, we had a little theater.
In my home?
section.
No, I did not have a theater. I mean I went to the
No.
theater.
Never
But
mind.
If you really think I need to go, I will, but as she says that, she doesn't look very excited about it.
Maybe we don't want to like outnumber them.
well,
too much
if we're
right now.
outside the tower and Hunrik has asked her to behave, I would hope that is enough. So
especially not he commissioned us to get stuff for him. Like I'd imagine
Right.
that's gotta mean
right.
it's gotta mean something.
Sure. So, other than that, I just plan to try and recover a bit for the next few days.
I like it. Off-topic question before we move away. That are we good? Are we good on that?
Mhm.
Cool. Euphemia. Have you thought of like your friend? Do you think he'd be around here at all?
Oh, I've thought about it. We haven't been in a position where it seemed like we could try.
I felt like I was being watched. That's why I wasn't sure if you thought it was maybe him.
Oh, this place just seems that way to me.
Didn't he give you your staff here? Or was that somewhere else?
What was
No,
Northport?
that was in Northport.
Okay. I couldn't
It's
I feel-
another thing that could be seen as provoking. I don't know. That's why I've held off.
Sorry.
And we don't even
We had-
know where he is here.
Or if he is here. We spoke about potentially on the other side trying to contact him, and then we ended up in the desert, and it seemed unwise.
It was a long way away, yes.
Alright.
Yes, we have been a bit at the mercy of wherever we end up with. Or wherever we end up at.
I just remember I think this is where I found out he didn't like me. Maybe it could have
No.
been outside, but
I've only contacted him on the other side.
then we leave pastries here.
Not here. We've never contacted
Not
him.
here. No.
Thought he followed us here to Northport.
That was from
The other place.
Northport to the other yellow field before we ever jumped.
He found her in Lakeside,
Yeah.
followed us
The other
all the
lakeside.
way.
Yeah.
Yes, other Lakeside. Followed us all the way to Northport. Followed us all the way back
Right.
to Yellowfield. Then that's when the mishap crack transported
And
us
we jumped.
to Lakeside.
Haven't seen him
in the
since.
other time.
Yeah. I'm not saying he's here. I'm just saying it could
Yeah.
be here. That's all.
Right.
Oh, he could. If there's two of him. If it works that way.
That's a good. So you're saying
Yeah.
maybe because of his nature, he's not duplicated, even though the rest of us were. Maybe he wasn't even here when the place was duplicated.
I don't know. It's a thought.
Or maybe someone like his ability to even talk to us is like a sign of things breaking down, you know?
Well,
Like-
he did say. I mean, Hunrik did say that the dream in the nightmare realm is closely associated with magic and the breakdown of magic, which is why the hags
Yeah.
are able to function between the two timelines in general. So
Yeah.
perhaps if Ram is from the same
He
branch of that.
Yeah. He also
Would it
said
be-
to me that we weren't supposed to be there when we were in Lakeside.
Right.
It makes me think maybe it is more like the hags, in that maybe he isn't a duplicate, potentially.
Unless he just saw graves. Like, oh, you're not supposed to be here because he died.
Yeah, but then there's one of him, and he knows things from both sides.
Yeah.
Would it be worth it to talk to him about like Fae stuff, like an ancient magic and stuff? Would it be worth it to contact him if he would know things and he would want to help
I
you?
don't even know how he would. It would be wandering about the woods in Lakeside, potentially.
Yeah.
Which, there's that monster there. That is an option if we need money, if we want to get money first. So,
When we last left the Ram conversation, we had decided maybe he was too unpredictable to be a good bet at the time, but that doesn't mean that doesn't change if we need information.
Mm-hmm.
well, we could always look into Rose Pond first. And if we feel like we need more information.
Sure.
Perfect. It's decided.
We can still think about it.
I mean,
Let it mull around.
I need
in our
time to
mind.
think about a lot of this, so.
Yes. Yes.
Sure. Feel like he's missing something.
It's like us with the joke earlier.
Just waving as Alright, so ready to break?
Oh man.
All right. So what are each of you doing?
I think I'm gonna see if I can go to the tower and see if Alanis is there.
Who's going with?
I will.
Me as well.
Unless we think Euphemia needs someone to stay, unless we wanted to go in twos. I don't know how we feel about leaving someone alone. Should I stay here with Euphemia or no?
I think Eleanor would feel nervous going
Yes,
with just one person.
Harry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll come then.
I don't think Euphemia would be asking anybody to stay with her. She
She might be a little
would
happy
for
about it.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to
Yeah,
go, I
I can
can
go
stay.
then. Oh no, it's okay. I think maybe we should both. Because you said that Eleanor seems nervous about having only one person go with her, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Because she feels
So
like if
3
Lars
and
decides I'm
1.
gonna kill this girl.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So 3 to the tower. Euphemia staying here.
Yeah.
Go to the store. I'll like walk with them that far, and then I'll
Okay.
walk back.
Yeah.
Just tells the group, let me know if you find a blacksmith or an abandoned forge. Appreciate it. Thanks.
We could just go in and ask if there's a blacksmith.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
no, it's after this I'll go look. But I'm just saying, just if they're looking while I'm.
I just
one
wait.
stone.
I just wait with Euphemia because I wanted to walk her back to the inn anyway before we go, and I'll just ask if there's blacksmiths around to the person.
You guys are going to the general store?
Yeah.
Okay. You pop in the general store. You see the face you recognize of Esther, the shopkeep. Just
Yes.
welcome. What can I get you?
Can I get some health potion herbs?
It just points.
Okay. I'll pick up 2 of those.
So 50 gold.
50.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do you know of a blacksmith in the area? Or forge?
Eddie is our local blacksmith.
Where does he live?
that way.
Thank you very much.
And I don't know if you guys were listening, the more listening folks, Idkin did drop the name Eddie.
Yeah, he
Oh,
did.
right!
So
Wait, when was this? I don't remember.
Yeah, I was wondering why you dropped that name because I was like, who?
Yeah, there's another member of the
Oh.
whatever our group is called. I said the
Mhm.
Untouchables, but that's not what we're called. The
the
Untamed.
untouchables over here.
Uh-oh.
The broadcast.
Yeah. What was I gonna also ask? Oh, I would just kind of nudge Winnie and be like, "Did you want to write your parents?" We're here.
Yeah. I don't. Do they mail? Do I do it right here, or should I come back?
Mhm.
and
Post
bring
There's
the
mail
This
letter?
is
here.
the post office. If you want to come back later, you
Mhm.
can. I'm just
Oh, that's right.
reminding you.
Can you guys? Do you guys want to wait as I just write something? Is that okay?
Sure, that's fine.
First, okay. And I guess I'll just write like kind of a quick letter addressed to them. I'm gonna say like hi, hope you guys are well. Things have been really crazy over here. I haven't been able to contact you a lot of the time. I can explain why later, but hope you both are well. Just know that I'm safe and learning a lot, and like put a little smiley. And then I guess I'll look at Aaron and be like, how have you been getting mail? Just should I give him Heidi's information, I guess, maybe? That you've been
You
getting?
could give them Heidi's information. I think that would be
Okay.
good for contact.
So I'll put Heidi's information, and I'll say like, love you, Winnie. No. Send it.
Okay.
Please send
Good.
money. Just kidding.
Please send cash in desperate need.
So paying for that, that will end up being, you're just doing regular old post.
Yeah.
Okay. So there'll just be a copper piece.
Okay. I will send it. I'll just do it out of my stuff because I have some moolah.
Dav
Okay.
posts his head up from one of the aisles. Do you have magical charcoal in here?
I have charcoal if you need it.
For spells or just for burning stuff?
It's charcoal.
Is it the same as? Let me double check.
It is the same.
Just
Oh, it's the
charcoal? Okay,
same?
just making sure.
Oh.
Like, there's not like an arcane charcoal and non-arcane
I
charcoal.
don't
It's
know.
just it's
Yeah.
charcoal.
Yeah.
Sometimes there are in
They have
in
arcane
I'll double
chalk.
check.
Yeah,
Yeah.
There's certain things that might be, but like charcoal is just charcoal. It doesn't have any
good,
gold
yeah.
value to it
He's like
naturally.
walking over
so-
to it, and then he goes, "If you make, can you make charcoal from like just nature?
From fire, you mean?
Like if we just keep burning wood and we get charcoal?"
Would I know that, Mark? Is that like an alchemy thing?
We've been able to get charcoal this whole time, and I just didn't think
So-
I mean,
about
common
you-
sense says yes, but
You can get charcoal. It's just are you going to get the value of charcoal that you need? That might take a
Right.
while.
I guess it's a value.
Right.
Yeah.
yeah.
it. I'm just gonna keep our charcoal from the fireplace every night. That's pretty cool. Okay. Yeah, he's gonna buy.
I mean, if that's all it is, and you're just looking for quantity, I don't see why that wouldn't work. Eventually.
like a bonfire going for the next 2 days and just like sack of charcoal. Okay. Sorry. Yeah. No, 20 gold. No charcoal over here. Thanks.
Right. It's like compressed in, so like it's nice, but
Right.
here you go.
And then, Mark, can we take the next like 30 minutes? You can tell me like everything on every shelf. And we can
Nope.
Just go buying.
Tell me what you want to find, and I'll let you know if it's there.
No, you monster.
And we can RP through Eve.
Please,
no.
Nope.
New things on the letter.
Nightmare.
What's this?
Oh no. The nightmare
What
is
is it
starting
doing?
again.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that would be the worst hag nightmare. Damn.
I would. Eleanor trying to like contain Dav in a shopping social experience. That would be her hag nightmare. It just like never ends.
And just spelling death to every single NPC we go across.
Just social faux pas
Trust
every
yes.
time he opens his mouth.
It never ends. It just continues like a dam has been broken. Yeah, so I think we'd probably walk Euphemia back to the inn just so she's somewhere that is safe.
Okay.
And
I will say
then we'll
she
go.
was eager to get going and like go inside and be like, she doesn't even say bye. She just darts inside.
Leave me alone.
Before she does though, she'll say, make sure you reach out for help in there if something happens. All right?
Sure. You.
Dart.
All right. So you stay to work on that while the others go to the tower.
Yes.
So you start working on your potion. Why don't you just roll me your herbalism kit check now while we're there.
Yeah.
Let me look at that crafting.
Do you still have your advantage dice or no?
I do, and I'm gonna use it.
Okay.
You are using your advantage die?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's so much better. Okay. Where is it? It's wisdom plus proficiency, right? That's what we've done.
Yep.
Plus 20, even.
Okay. Perfect. So you get it going, and feel like it's coming along well.
Cool.
So we'll take the day, but
Yes.
all right.
Yay, potions.
Woo!
Not dead immediately.
I know, we haven't done that in a while.
So this will be one potion that you're working on at this point.
Yes.
All right, perfect. The others, you head over to the tower. Takes again about 15-ish minutes or so to get out there. But eventually you do see that tall tower kind of peeking up over one of the drops that goes down. And you see it out there. Approach it.
I would just say to the others, I can do most of the talking. I just wanted to make sure we're both around in case something happened. But I want to be civil. I don't want anything to happen.
That'd be good if we hang back a little bit too, just so
Sure.
it doesn't seem like you're rolling up deep or anything.
Of course. Yes, I think that's smart.
Okay.
So,
Do we
I'll-
get, as we're like approaching the tower, do we still get that same sense of like the really high
Raising.
like energy? I'm sorry,
Uh,
Jimmy.
You can roll me a perception check if you'd like.
Where?
I will too. I'm curious.
No, 6 or 7.
14. I mean, no, 11.
Yeah. Oh no, I got us.
And a 7.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So you're not quite sure. You don't really feel it as much. Maybe you're getting used to it. Maybe it's gone down. You're not quite sure, but you don't really feel that sensation too much right now.
I'll go and knock.
You go knock on the door. 2 seconds go by, and Alanis actually comes to the door.
Oh, hey,
Hello.
Alanis.
What can I do for you?
Actually, I was hoping to speak to you, Alanis. Would you spare a moment?
Go ahead.
She's just standing in the door.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. Can I roll on her mood?
Sure, you can roll an insight roll.
Oh, Eleonora, you're getting as bad as Karis right now, I swear. At 8.
Okay. Yeah. Hard to tell at this point.
Neutral, yeah. I wanted to check in with you after the discussion turned interesting last night.
What? I'm not gonna kill you if that's what you're worried about.
It was certainly a concern. Is there a reason that you don't intend to?
I was told not to do it.
Sure. I'm assuming you would if you were not working for Henrik.
I don't know if I'd kill you. Other people might.
What is... Have you, or are you planning to tell anyone?
That would likely result in something bad happening to you. And I don't think the boss would be happy about that, so no.
I want another insight. 20.
Yeah, as far as you can tell. She seems like she's on the level. I got a blessing.
Well, I do appreciate that. I don't know if you are inclined to believe anything I say, but there are no ill intentions for the plane here. I was telling the truth in that he wants to help fix things here. So we are on the same side in many ways.
Great.
Ilanis, is there anything you care to tell me about what your concerns are that I may not know about?
You work for a deity that kills people. That's what his deity does, and he uses their souls. You know how many children he's killed? How many innocent people he's killed?
Do you?
It's up there, pretty high. Too much to count. Entire planes of existence where no life exists anymore.
How do you know this?
This is what he does. This is what gets around. You're cool with that, I guess. You walk in here like you're all noble. That's who you work with.
Well, I'm curious of where you found out that information, because I have been trying to find it for myself, but I have found not much. Archaic record deep within a part of the library in Heaven's Reach. That's all I found.
This is what it's made to teach us.
I see. So all of her followers are aware of this.
Those who've studied might know about this. He is a minor deity.
Sure. I don't really have anything to say to make you... Well, I don't have anything to prove. I don't know about being noble. But I do think that people can change in how they operate. Unless you don't believe that.
I mean, it makes sense how you got your power if this is how you're willing to do business. you and your family. So, do what you want to do. I won't harm you.
But you don't think people can change how they operate?
Rarely. Most people stick to what works.
I see. Well, I hope there's a time where you can see that there are no ill intentions from me, especially towards you, or towards your goddess.
You strike me as someone who's been deceived by this deity. I'd say get out while you can, before you get too deep.
Why would you say that? Deceived.
Seem ignorant to what he's done.
Well, there are things I am learning. I will admit that. But there is great suffering in Shadowrock and in much of the world, but especially in Shadowrock, by people that I believe follow Eladius. So there's a way that needs to be taken down, isn't there?
Two monsters can fight each other. Still have a monster in the end, though.
Alanis, I appreciate that you are willing to work with me. If I have respect for you because of what you did in the other timeline saving us, but also your people have helped me out a bit. So, you have no ill will from me, despite how you might feel about me. Just wanted to let you know that.
Is that it?
Yes.
Alright. Steps back inside. Closes the door.
Honora just and turns around and comes back.
How'd it go?
About as I expected. But she will not report me and she will not kill me. So
Hey, that's pretty good.
about what I had hoped for.
Yeah. I doubt she's probably gonna like come around to seeing things your way in like a conversation, but who knows? Maybe it's like the seeds are planted, you know?
Maybe.
Maybe it's like the first kind of interaction we had, just needs time to grow.
Yes, well, I don't think any of you called me monster in our first interaction, so I
don't think so.
think it's quite a bit of ground that needs to be gained from that.
I do apologize if I ever said to you, you're uptight like a monster. I don't know if I ever have or not, but I just want to apologize. Okay, I don't think
Are monsters uptight?
Some can be.
I guess I've never like talked with one really in that way.
Guess they could be really loosey-goosey. I don't know. That's a hypothetical.
Either way.
No, no one here has made me feel like a monster. It's alright.
Well, I'm glad that
you're
she at least
doing
won't make things worse. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm glad you know you too.
I think you both said the same thing. Yes.
Pretty much.
Thank you. Yes. I appreciate it.
And I'm glad that it went as well as it really. I mean, I'm glad she won't report you either, and that she's not going to at least as far as we know. While we're still working with the wizard.
Yes, yes. So if the Lonus in the other timeline finds out, it will get ugly, I'm assuming. I don't know how that would resolve itself. So, something to think about.
Unless the version of her there, maybe like, since the tower blew up, I don't know, maybe she's had some different experiences. Maybe not, though.
Ismaida's teachings about death are grisly, to say the least. So.
What are they? Like, wait, I don't
What, did he
understand
suck souls? Yeah.
What?
Sorry. I said, what did he just suck souls? Is that why that he eats them or something? What's it so bad? I don't really get it.
How much do we all know about this, Rachel?
You know more, Dav.
I know, that's what I'm asking.
You know that he harvested planes
Mm-hmm.
for souls, and then we never checked back in on what that meant, so. She says, this may come out at some point, because if you remember, the Watchlight also knows about death here.
Mm-hmm.
But he had a history back in his early days where he got a little desperate and harvested planes for souls. I don't think.
What does that mean exactly? What do you mean
all
by that?
Evil.
Like he what? Would I understand I guess would I understand the gravity of that? Like what that really means? Because I feel like even Kelly doesn't really understand what super mean in some ways.
I mean, she's saying that
She might not.
entire planes of existence were killed.
Like wiped out. Okay. So we said they're all bad. Were they full of monsters or something? What do you mean by that? Or all people who were doing bad things? What does that mean?
I didn't get many details from him. But she claims it was innocence. I don't know, though. I mean, Ismaida's teachings may skew whatever it is. I don't know what the truth is, to be honest. All I know is when I spoke with him, he said that he operated in a way that he does not anymore, and he doesn't want to. So,
whatever that you're doing is the kind of the same thing, though, on a small scale, though, right? Just for
not
him.
really, because it would be. I would only harvest the soul of something evil. By the way, we're away from the tower as we're talking. I'm not standing.
Yeah, you can be walking back.
Talking about this. Yeah.
But I'm not saying that's even bad, but is it kind of what he was saying he did, where he just only took evil things, souls? So it's kind of the same thing, just times a whole plane? Or is that a bad way to think about it?
I have no idea. I don't know what planes he took.
Okay.
I don't know. Like I said,
Okay.
Ismaida's teachings are that it was innocence. I don't know if that's true, though. I don't know any of it.
A lot of this is based on perspective or desperation, like you said. Could have been survival at the time and then
It was. I mean, it's what it sounds like.
conscious effort not to do it again afterwards.
I mean, I don't want to sound like I'm justifying mass murder or anything, but it sounds like he is not proud of it and is not in a state to do it again. It's like a new way of operating now, is what it sounds like to me, which is harvesting souls of the evil and using those exclusively as a form of punishment so that they cannot escape and torment the rest of reality. That is what he does now. So that is how I operate under, and I don't mind that. I just don't know.
Interesting.
Well, thanks for telling me, I guess. I don't really know how to... He doesn't seem like the type to, like, kill a lot. I don't know, he doesn't seem like... But maybe, I don't know. This is interesting. I'll have to sit with this.
Yes, and I didn't say much earlier because I didn't want to necessarily skew your perception of him, something that wasn't even real, or the truth itself was skewed. I don't know. All I know is, right now, he is the only one that has helped me. He's the only one that has been willing, with power, I should say, that has been willing to hear my plea and has come with me every step of the way. He's been someone I can depend on. So many others have not.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you have to wait and see, I guess, what is revealed to you.
And he's helped us, I mean, a lot. So I didn't necessarily want there to be a suspicion or a sharpness, necessarily.
Well, you can't control other people's perception, and everyone's going to make enemies at some point.
Yes, I think no matter what I have to say, if word does get out more, it's not going to be good. Even if it's not true anymore of what he does, even if there is a change, it doesn't matter. People will think what they're going to think. So,
Not a bad thing to have other people think you're more powerful than you are, or a reputation.
there's a point where I was wondering if intimidation is going to be more effective anyway than diplomacy.
You are quite scary when you want to be.
Thank you. I appreciate
But I also understand you don't want to bring on the negative consequences either.
I mean, I don't. But at the same time, I'm on this path. What else am I supposed to do? I have no other option. I'm already on it. I'm not going to go back and start over with something else.
That was my thought too, is that you already... It's already happened. We have to just see what information comes out. And...
I mean, if I even abandoned everything right now for conscience' sake, let's say, of the past, I mean, my soul is very much in danger in general because of how Ismeda judges. So there is no point in turning back now. But I don't want to. I'm not even thinking about it.
You got a blessing, Rach.
Thanks!
Yeah, I think she'd just be thinking about, because, like, I don't know. I feel like a lot of the stuff I knew about the world before and what, like, is right and wrong and stuff, the more we've learned about this, like, whole thing, the less I know about, like, what actually is right or wrong. So I'm sort of just sitting in that, I guess. Like I said, I still like him. I don't think he seems like someone who would kill a bunch of people, but maybe he would. I don't know.
Or had
I
to.
think... What?
Or had to. The person we know doesn't mean it's the person he always was.
That's sort of what I'm wondering.
Or God.
I mean, he sort of explained it as, like, when you get to a certain power level, desperation isn't really a factor anymore. If that makes sense. So you're not going to be driven to desperation when you're essentially on top as a god.
See, that line hits Dab pretty hard. He's already stewing thought. That line seems to click something with Dab while I was just thinking.
Wait, sorry, say it again. I forgot what line you said already.
I said that Death mentioned that when you have, like, a power level,
it's like high enough.
You don't have to necessarily act. You don't have to be, like, desperately acting anymore. Like, you just can do what you need to, type of thing.
I get it.
So.
Because I heard you, I got it. I just was like, for some reason, I wasn't sure which part Dab was like the whole thing, or if it was just okay.
What does that look on your face, Davril?
Trying to put myself in his shoes.
But there's also a part of me that kind of thinks desperation, I know, is definitely drives you to do lots of things. And depending on, again, what his motivations were, I think they could be not justified. You know what I mean? They could be explained,
Right.
I guess. But sometimes I think the way you act in desperation kind of says more about who you are than like, you kind of go to instinct, you know what I mean? Like, you kind of go to the core of who you are, and like desperation, it kind of goes to instincts with what you're willing to do and what you're not. And
Right.
again, depending on circumstances, they could be explainable or they could be not the best. I don't know. Again, I don't know what we'd do if they weren't very good or if it didn't make a lot of sense or it couldn't be justified. But and I wouldn't even judge you for whatever you do decide to do. But you know.
Well, and on my end, if I knew death was still operating on a slaying planes basis, I don't know if I could partner with that even now and even in desperation. Yeah. My breaking point when I was talking to him was if I felt like he was lining up to destroy the plane, like perhaps this was his next target to harvest souls, I probably would have needed to walk away. I don't know if I could take that on my conscience.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate because you know I'm good at it.
Sure.
This is for both of you. Let's just say you both found out. Out of desperation, out of survival, it doesn't really matter what his reasoning was and whether you knew him or not. What if he took the plane where Julian was on and your parents were on, but you survived?
What kind
From
of
someone's
changes?
perspective,
Oh,
did it.
I'm sure.
It doesn't change anything.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't.
And I think that's how some people see it. So
yes,
there's a possibility out there that he had to do this out of survival, whether he knew the consequences or not. So to someone like Eladius and their followers, that's what they see. They see souls. They see innocence.
Ismeda, you mean?
Ismeda, sorry, my bad.
I was gonna say,
Eladius uses souls worse than anything.
Sorry.
Yes, but yes.
I was get the names confused.
They are sisters. It makes sense.
Right. But
so someone like, you know, any Ismeda follower, I guess, would just see it as like,
yes,
yeah, that makes
someone
sense.
like us, we've gotten to know who he is now and see that he's using this power for good because he's not desperate anymore.
Right.
And they're, no offense, not as personally related to us, whoever these people are. So it's harder to have that conscious decision of judging him for it.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I agree, and I think that's why I am not necessarily angry at the reaction, if that makes sense. I'm not angry at Alana's for feeling that way, and I'm not angry at anyone for feeling that way. It's just how it is.
Yeah.
The reason I say that is because apparently I'm in a position to grab power, and I don't know what that consequence could be.
I'd say don't grab it unless you know that it's not going to result in
I'll ever know.
decimation.
Well, that's kind of the thing too. I thought maybe he had a choice like that where he could get something really powerful and knew it might hurt like some people. Like he realized after like he took maybe Eladius or whoever's deal, he realized like what the cost was and that now he's a soul destroyer. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. Maybe it was something.
I don't know if this helps you, Davril, but here's my thought. If I had a choice between doing things the right way, contacting authorities, getting Alexander's monster expelled, getting Julie, if I had the choice, I would take it every time.
You've already said you had the choice, but you can't take the time. You could take the time to become a wizard like me. But this is your opportunity.
I don't know if I could even, I don't know even if I could have taken the time. I don't have any skills to speak of. I'm not intelligent enough to become a wizard.
Say that?
Well, I'm not.
Or
My stats
maybe
say I can't become a wizard.
there could be another
You
way
just
for you. I'm just
say it.
saying,
Right.
we always have a choice.
I'm just
Whether we
saying.
feel like we have to take it or not. And I'm agreeing with you and I'm supporting you. I'm
Sure.
not turning this
I
on
know.
you.
All I'm saying though is that if doing things the right way, if you can manage it, I think you'll be better off. I mean, my life, because of the choices that I am making now, is gone and will be ruined. I have no future.
You didn't make
I
those
don't want
choices.
that for you.
You didn't make those choices. They were made for you. You didn't choose that for your brother. Neither did I.
Yes.
We have a lot of people that we have to help. And a lot of people that we can help. We gotta figure out how. Something to think about.
I agree.
At least just an insight into what I'm thinking about.
Right. My only point with you was just I wouldn't grab something like that unless you know you're ready for your life to come unraveled more than what you have now. You have a future.
You see him smile when you say that. He's already accepted that.
Mm.
I don't have a future. I have a path. My future's behind me.
I do understand that.
I know you would.
I know I may not super understand, but to me, both of you have the same.
What a boy, it is a
Really?
poor red. I love Winnie.
They're just like having this like conversation, like I don't have. I'm like,
Oh,
well,
God.
I don't know. I don't know.
God, it
This
sucks.
is- like, well, I don't know. I think both of you are so intelligent and capable, and I don't know. I mean, I know that things don't seem super hopeful in a lot of ways that your lives were before, but like, I don't know. I don't think it's completely hopeless. I don't think so. Were you guys?
Thank you, dear.
I know I don't know a lot, but like,
I think what Davril and I both mean is it's not that there's no future, but I think the future that we both wanted and had worked for is no longer available to either of us. So there's some grief
I know
there,
about that.
think. Yeah. Yes, you do.
Yeah.
So you can relate. You understand.
I can't. Oh, I got it. Sorry, there's a bit of fruit fly doing this the whole time, but I just watched and getting extra listening. And I'm trying to catch, and I just got it. Anyway, okay. Victory.
Winnie, you're getting a lot faster. You're doing really
No, I know about that, and I think I kind of it's not quite as extreme as like losing all my. But I mean, it's not. I mean, in my case, it was felt like I never really had it in the first place, but I did have an idea of what I wanted for myself. So like I understand that, but I think even through meeting you guys and stuff, and I know that you don't really think this is like the thing that you wanted, but I feel like there's lots of stuff you can learn and do still, even if it means like a new future, It may not be what you wanted or what it looked like, but I think you can like learn to like it. Not that that sounds very good either, but you know what I mean.
I know what you mean.
Make a new future.
Yes.
I do know what you
No.
mean.
Yeah.
I think we both, or at least me, I'm at a point where I've already chosen that I want to become someone that goes around fighting to help protect that future and that feeling that you have. That you don't have to become someone that has to go through grief like I did. Or
I think grief is
stop the
kind of
people
an-
that cause that grief. That's what I want to dedicate myself to. That's my future. I don't need the pleasantries of whatever not having that means.
I also, I mean, that's the same with, as long as Julian gets a future, I will be happy. Truly happy. That's all I want.
Yeah.
I think those are fine things to run too. And maybe even good, you know.
Are you the best of us, Winnie?
Yes, you will.
No, I definitely don't think that's true.
We
Don't
know
think
it's
that.
true. Definitely know
I think
it's
you guys
true.
are being kind for the sake of being kind, but
No. I'm a bad liar, you know that.
sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes.
She does pat Davril's arm and just goes, Davril, don't do anything too desperate unless you know that the world isn't going to unravel if you do it.
I know.
Promise me that, at least.
Yes. Like I said, I'm not reckless, but
Sure.
Yeah, please don't go make an Aperol deal or something and like just
I'm not
randomly.
there
That'd
yet. I'll let you know. I'm not gonna just do it without
Sure.
asking, guys.
Of course.
Once Death says go for it, but you know that's different.
Oh, he's very suspicious of
He's
that.
like my
He is
he's my role
not
model.
feeling like he is a good person to ally with. So who knows? But I'm sure you can discuss it.
A long enough decision.
Well, and there's probably more we can find out at some point about all of that.
Maybe in the other timeline.
Mm-hmm.
Freaking rocking a guy who knows everything about it won't talk to us here. Understandable.
Yes, he is probably a shell of a man right now, unfortunately. So let's be as kind as we can.
So I didn't want to push it. Figured you guys wouldn't want me to push it either, but
I don't think he needs that right now. If it helps, I was thinking about at least. Oh, I don't know. I was thinking about maybe offering to see if we can find a way to get in contact when we're here again. You know, if we see Kendra in the other timeline.
I know
That
he
could
was
be
like
an
a
option
father
that way.
figure to her.
Yes. So I understand that fear. But yes, thank you both for coming with me. I appreciate it. Hopefully that threat is neutralized for the moment. Unless she gets fired, then we need to watch out.
I don't think she'll get fired, right? I mean, I don't know. Seems like she's been there a
Or
while. I
his
think
tower
it's okay.
blows up, and then maybe it will get a little ugly. So
Yeah.
I mean, hey, if she steps out of line, you just play her soul, right?
Oh.
Sorry, too soon. Bad joke.
No,
Bad
that
joke,
is.
I know.
I don't even want
I'm
to
just
joke about that.
joking.
She seems like a very nice lady.
I know she is. She's quite the person. I wouldn't. I'm just joking. Dark humor day, you know.
No.
All right, well, I'm going to Eddie's. Do you want to come?
Oh, actually, we should. Maybe. Well, he might have some insight on Idkin. Actually,
Should we get Euphemia? Stop by, see if she's done her potion.
I don't know. Maybe let's check on her first before we. Just in case she's not kidnapped or something,
Yeah, that happens sometimes.
or assassinated,
what
or
time?
whatever it is.
What time is it, Mark? Like, I forgot. Was it like afternoon?
Probably about noonish now. Getting pretty close
yeah,
to that.
So we saw someday. Don't know if it was coming to an evening, but cool. Yeah. I think we should go back and get her, or just, you know, at least see if she wants to come and check on her.
She probably won't, but we can at least make sure she's functioning. See how she fled from us the moment we released her.
Yeah. We all haven't been able to have some of the luxuries. I think you getting some, you know, nice bath and her getting some time to herself would be good for all of us.
Yes, absolutely. So we'll stop by, make sure she's alive.
She's alive.
The inn's on fire as we come back.
Yeah.
She's fine.
The inn is gone. It's just
Come back.
blew up.
Euphemia has ceased to exist.
No!
what?
Honestly, on the way back, you walk up there like, why were we here? We were doing something.
There is no utopia.
Uh-oh. Oh no!
Oh,
No, they're
no.
starting to forget.
She's fine. She's fine.
It's like what was it, Back to the Future? Like, we look at a picture and, like,
It's just the
It's
three of you.
like shoulders your face. Yeah.
Hey, don't
Oh
put a
my-
pass mark. We forgot about, like, how much in beacons that we had to, like, find in notebooks to remind ourselves about.
That's true. That's true.
Oh, yeah, with the runes. Yeah,
Yep.
It
that's so
happened.
crazy.
I'll try not to spoil
gosh.
things for anyone that's watching.
Oh my gosh, that was so funny when Mark told me and Kelly that we forgot.
Like, guys,
And so you kept being like, am I
Yeah.
getting something out of character? And you were like,
Yeah, that was,
gaslighting
and
me.
we're like, oh my god, that was crazy. I forgot about that.
That was fun.
That's so funny.
Yeah,
Oh,
Femia's fine. So,
Cool.
I don't know if you guys
I
just
do think
want
we
to
go over to the blacksmith.
jump over to Eddie. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you walk that way over, and you find Eddie. He is an older dwarven man that you see. So he's up there in age, definitely. You see him. He's at work right now, so he's working on some like metal right now.
do you have art of him or no?
I do not have art of him,
Oh, okay. For some reason I thought.
but he's got like these like big goggles over his eyes. Looks like protective in nature in some way. He's got brown hair, shorter stature, kind of, I mean, butch for sure. Lots of muscle. Yeah, he's
I would
just-
say to Davril, why don't you do business first and we'll talk about other things.
Yeah. All right.
Just stick to business. Keep your mind very focused.
All right. I'm slipping stuff in if he opens up about anything.
No, do not. You're just gonna
Only
make
if he
it
opens up
weird.
and we become friends.
Only we become friends right now, okay?
Aye. Upon the forge that we become friends.
Oh my gosh.
No, I'm just kidding. Okay. All right.
So he's at work. What do you?
All right. Sorry to interrupt you.
Now, what can I do for you?
Oh, nice. Is it Eddie?
That's my name.
Esther told us about you. I don't know how polite or impolite this is. Oh, starting to go country there because of another game. Sorry. I have a country person in another game that sometimes throws me off when I do grunts. I have some armor I'm looking to reset. Was looking for a forge or an anvil I might be able to borrow, but I think that's kind of rude to go into someone's place of work and ask to use theirs. So I don't know if that is, or if maybe you could help me finish the work I'm working on. Don't know. Hi, my name is Davril.
Hi.
Just watching.
So
we're just sweating like over in the side.
he
Ah.
just like kind of comes alongside you, like, I'd be happy to do the work for you if you'd like.
I don't have much money, so I don't know if you want to do the work for maybe an IOU or a small fee that maybe we could pay
Well-
back later.
That's how much would you charge for that?
So what are you looking for exactly?
He dumps out his bag on the little place. He goes, so I had scale mail and broken up the pieces, and I got the little like plans out, and I just want to make this into like a fortified studded leather sort of thing.
So take those pieces, put them in here.
Yeah. You know, I've heard about like better quality, but like adding to the defense, but that'd be like better quality stuff, right? You can't just do that by placement of metal. How does that work?
If you're looking for some heavier armor, you're gonna need a whole rework.
Yeah.
Gonna add a lot.
Yeah. Don't worry about that for now.
I'd be willing to do this for you. I would say, since you got the parts, labor, 20 gold.
Yeah.
Mom, can I get it?
It's not bad.
And you said you could do it technically? Or did you need someone to do it? I forgot how David said.
I need access to forging like an anvil or a forge. But I could probably do
Okay.
it.
But you could probably do it. Okay.
In theory.
Sorry, what was his name? It
Eddie.
totally escaped me. Eddie. I was about to call him Terry, and I knew Terry was wrong.
Your neighbor Terry. I don't know why I like actually heard.
Do you ever rent out to your forge to people? To use?
To friends.
Sure. I was wondering if you'd make an exception if we are associated with, or we're about to be, I guess, associated with Idgen. And
Why would
all
that
of his
matter
work.
to me?
Well, we were on our way from one of his associates to join his group. Your group. But heard that once we came here, realized what happened with everything.
You're gonna need to give me a
With Kendra.
persuasion roll at this point.
Sure. Oh my gosh, I rolled a 1. Are you joking?
Oh no.
I'm so
You have a
sorry,
blast.
guys.
Shut
You
up.
have
You
a
know the funny
blast.
part? I was
What?
literally about to
That's-
like say if I could jump in to aid her with something, but I held my tongue.
I got a 12.
He looks like he is like guarded up a lot more now. Like his guard is up. He
Mhm.
seems less friendly to you.
Sure.
Now that you've brought this up.
We didn't mean any trouble. He'll take out a spell book and kind of open it up.
You about to
Kendra
cast a
meant
spell at
something.
me?
No. He'll open up the front of the book. And Kendra and I were really close back in the day. I'm really sorry that things have happened this way. We're trying to stop things like that from happening. So, we just don't have much money. But we're trying to up our gear before heading out again.
Well, and in general, we had hoped to talk to you to see if there's any way we could help Idgen. I mean,
He's taking this pretty hard.
we didn't expect him to be like this when we came here.
You got me all confused right now. What do you mean you don't like? What? You don't expect him to be like this? Who are you even?
Mark, out of character.
Uh-huh.
Like, I just feel bad for going into this every single time.
Yeah.
Like, so what do you want me to do? Do you want me to just say I give him a quick rundown?
Yeah, you can give a quick rundown if you want to.
I don't feel
You're
like
right.
in
It's a
this
lot. It's a lot.
timeline.
Yeah.
And I feel like in this timeline, it's like the watchlight has been working. Like, it's pretty well proven if you want to go explore it. So like, she's always like really like okay with being like, we just are in a really weird situation and
Sure.
we've had, so she'll just kind of like give him a rundown and then just be like, we know how effective he is, and to see him like this is heartbreaking.
I think the one thing that Dad would try and aid would just be small stories about Japnod or drinking and like ways to show that like they meant a lot to us and that they saved us.
Yeah, and like we spent time with
Like a lot
them
more
and
personal stories.
yeah.
Yeah.
So what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna make Dav roll persuasion advantage on this one. Just because of how that went down with
That makes
Eleanor's
sense.
roll and then Dav showing the thing. So that's how I want this one to go down.
Give a plus.
Gotta
With
get
advantage or
stuff
if it's
on my
disadvantage?
back.
Very good.
Okay, well there goes that die. What die should we use instead? I'll use Bardic dice today. Okay. It's advantage, right?
Yeah, I'll give you advantage on this one.
Sorry.
And I can use my reroll.
You may.
Or do you have a bless as well?
Yeah,
As a
I'm
plus.
using it all.
Okay.
Burn it off.
Would I be re-rolling both or just re-rolling the highest one?
You
or
reroll the same roll.
what? Same
So
atmosphere.
So advantage
To
again.
both.
yep.
Much better. 'Cause that was like
Oh, sorry.
20 plus the blast. Okay. Natural 20,
Yes!
23, 24.
We needed that.
Okay.
Nice job! Eleanor does a double take, like how eloquently suddenly he speaks.
He's like, please let me help with this one. I got it.
He tapped into like his emotions a little more, and it's more like,
Yes, he
so maybe,
did,
maybe that works more
yes.
than the trying to be charming or.
Oh
you know,
yeah,
people are like-
absolutely.
It's also just how much he's been grieving, I think, comes through.
Yeah.
when he talks so
That
softly
totally
about
makes
Absolutely.
sense. He's using his heart, yeah.
Yeah.
He like reaches his hand out and grabs onto your arm.
Oh.
All right. You can use my forge, just don't get in my way. You can rent it for 10 gold. Does that sound fair?
Appreciate that. Yeah, he's just gonna start and just kind of
I'll give him
think-
10 gold.
sit for a while and be working on it, and just kind of like that silent solitude of like when two people are just working next to each other on something, and just let that simmer for a while. And then I think maybe at some point a little later, like kind of close when he's done, he's like, hey, do you mind taking a look at this? What do you think?
While that's going on, the other two, what do
Sorry.
you do?
Oh yeah, my bad.
Yeah,
How long would it take? I forgot what you
does it-
said.
It's gonna take
I
a
guess that's a
while.
good question.
This is like the rest of
Okay.
the day type of a deal.
We'd probably head back then, right?
Yeah,
I
we'll
know.
probably head back. I'll like kind of just pat him on the arm and be like, "All right, enjoy yourself." Like, but you could tell the pat is like good work, like a good work pat. You know.
His little look of like, you're leaving me, but like, okay.
I only did good once. That was just luck. I can't keep doing that.
That's my one of the day. What are you talking about?
All right. So you go back, you just
I think-
hanging out, or
Sorry, before we leave, I feel like Winnie would just say something to Eddie and just be like, I'm sorry about Jaffnot and Kendra. They were our friends. So I'm sorry that because and she'll just like run away. Not even like, I'm sorry as we're leaving. So I don't know if he like just because I don't know. I feel bad, especially if like especially if Egan felt like I was like being a jerk before. I didn't mean to be. I was really genuinely trying to be so she was trying to be like, I'm sorry. Whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
he like
and she'll
pulls
kinda
up
just-
his goggles and he's got like another pair of glasses underneath. It looked like it was just like a covering over top of his other ones that he pulls
Yeah.
up, and he's got regular glasses. Yeah, very unfortunate. As you run off.
Yeah,
I-
thank you.
I think I just might ask him before we leave. Is there anything we can do to help him?
Okay, good.
Does he just need time?
I think he's just focusing on his business.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Well, if you think of anything that we can do to help, can you please let us know?
Sure.
So I'll go back to the end too.
Yeah, we'll just wait for Dab, I guess.
All right. You guys just hanging out in while he's just working.
Mm-hmm. I did have my note, but
Okay.
I can just send it to you. It's kind of long. I don't know how you want to do that.
Yeah, I'll probably. Do you mind if I read it and like we can address it next time? Does that work for
Yeah,
you?
that sounds good to me.
So I can like marinate with it
Yes,
this
but
week.
you did get your note back. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah,
thank
she's
you.
she's in the room and she's mostly just like enjoying the solitude and the nice conditions and just if Winnie like is gone for a little bit, she'll probably like do a bit of grieving that she needs to do and things like that. So.
All right. So Dav, give me a crafting check for your blacksmithing.
Based on Dex or intelligence?
Let's see, for this one, we'll do intelligence. We'll give you intelligence on it. I think that's reasonable.
Cool. Used up all those rerolls. Yeah, that's a 9.
It's a 9. Okay. So
Ooh.
you're working on it. It's going along, and you're going and you're damaging a few pieces, and you're like, that's not usable anymore. You have to remove a piece.
That's what dumb.
But slowly go along. Eventually, Eddie will like kind of pull over next to you and be like, hold on, put this here.
Oh, nice.
Okay, I appreciate that.
And then he'll start helping you a little bit as you go.
Thanks.
I'll roll for his. Yeah. With his help, it takes about another extra hour and a half to get it done, so you go pretty late into the evening, but he does help you out, and you get your armor set up to be functional.
I think, like, when he's finishing up, he turns around and he does see, like, Dav's, like, wiping some tears from his eyes at, like, the frustration and the grief and just everything.
But it's okay.
What's your relation with Igden? Do you guys, he help you out as well?
I build things for him when he needs them.
So you've seen the good he's done.
He's a good guy.
Those same people that he's grieving have inspired us in that many other times. It'd be real sad if everything that they trusted in him to do for the world, to help, were willing to do anything for, it would just end like this. Hopefully we can pick up where he left off. If there's anything you can think of that might park things back in him. Just kind of like when a forge goes out. Hopefully we'd see that again one day. But thank you, Eddie.
He might just need time. He might just be done, and the next generation needs to go.
Well, we've asked a lot for you. If you feel it worthwhile, if you could put in a good word, then we do want to help. I mean a lot.
I'll wait till a good opportune time to do it. Now's not the time.
I trust you. Thank you so much. I'm sure we'll see you again.
Keep practicing your skills, bud.
Yeah, I'm
Gives
working
you
on it. Not really. Or just more like a see, never mind. And he kind of takes out a small piece of jewelry, like, there's more what I work on. And just leave it there.
Very nice, very nice.
Thanks. Little trinket. No, it doesn't not to watch, but
All right. I need to get home now.
Like a parent. Like when a kid
Yeah,
shows
that's
like a
kinda what it
little
feels
crayon
like, yeah.
drawing and he's like, very
Put it up on the
cool.
fridge
You
for
did
ya."
really good.
I need to get
Go
home.
grab his stuff. Thanks.
We'll start to shut down everything at the forge while you head off. You guys are all able to meet up back at the Untamed Drinker for a long day. Anything you guys want to do for the rest of the day?
Long bath to get out of the forge soot out of everything before Eleanor
Oh, yeah.
got the stuff.
Yes.
Cleaned up for sure.
Eleanor would definitely like find Dav at some point and just like poke her head in or whatever and be like, good work with Eddie. That was
That
impressive.
did real bad. He had to take over, but
Yes. Oh, no, I'm not talking about your armor. I'm talking about talking to him. I almost shut the door on that entire relationship, and you saved it. Look at you go.
it didn't really seem to help too much. But maybe when Igden gets some time, maybe it'll help. Plant a seed or something.
Sure. Just saying you spoke from the heart, and it worked out well for you.
Sometimes.
You were a little charming, which was shock.
I'm a Devonair. What are you talking about?
Oh, I didn't even know you knew the word Devon.
Yeah, I know words.
I know you do, I guess.
I read
Forget
books.
sometimes, yeah.
I've read Bridgerton. What are you talking about?
Alright, that's all I wanted to say, and I'll shut the door.
Anything else for bed, you guys?
I don't think so.
I completed a potion, right?
You did. You are successful
Yay.
with one potion.
Woo!
Good work.
One down. I'm gonna give it to Winnie for now. So go ahead and put
Cool.
that in your inventory. A regular health potion.
Okay.
And I am going to. I think before I like get ready for bed, she is gonna try and do some meditating to calm herself down. She's been frustrated all day, so I think she's gonna attempt to. It's one of those things where she's been thinking about her family all day, so she's upset, but she's gonna try and cool it before bedtime.
Okay.
So
That's good. Are you going outside for it or staying indoors?
yeah, I was gonna sit outside, like right around the corner of the door, like just for like 5 to 10 minutes tops.
Sure.
She'll even tell Dav, like, I'll be back.
How's
He's
your
already
lows?
looking at his armor. Not paying her attention.
Blah, blah, blah.
How's your lows, Ashley?
Let's go highs.
It is a fairly clear night as you look up at the stars and the moon. You got that gentle breeze kind of rolling across. It is very calming. This town is pretty small and quaint and quiet. It does have a calming effect as you're relaxing there.
Like digging my hands into the ground even a little bit.
And it just feels more pleasant than a lot of the other nature you've been around, like the desert being harsh.
Mm-hmm.
This place just feels peaceful.
I think she would just spend a little bit of time reflecting on even just like she's trying to go back to like remembering why she left and remembering why she's doing all of this and the reasons that she continues to keep trying to do things to help people and find ways to fix, because we just found out like the whole world is breaking and stuff. So I think she would just take a lot of solace in that for a little while and hopefully feel a little bit better as she goes back inside eventually. So.
Okay. You guys doing watches again this evening?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Probably same order, right?
Or we can go back to our original order where Winnie and I are in the middle.
Doesn't matter to me. Okay.
So Dav first. Or-
Real quick before sleeping,
Yep.
or he could even do it during his watch if you want, but it'll probably be before. He'll bring Micah back with.
All right.
info.
Let me roll for that. We have
Man.
extreme level right now.
Yeah.
Yep. We just hear an explosion at a tower nearby.
Let's find out.
Is it worth it?
There is definitely a mishap on that one. Let me see if your spell works. It does work.
Whew.
Let's roll up the mishap, though.
Are you doing this like while she's out of the room meditating? Or are you doing it?
No,
while
he
we're
was
both in
gonna
the
wait for
room?
you to come back because he remembers
Okay.
last time how you said you liked being there for it.
Okay. So we're both in the room. Wanted to clarify in case.
So you ritually doing it, or is it?
Yeah.
Okay. So you spend the time ritually casting, and as you complete it, Micah appears in front of you once more. Which form did you pick?
Snowy owl.
Back to the owl. Perfect.
Target.
Owl appears. You feel like all power has been drained from your spells, though. Like, you just feel weak with your spells.
Uh-oh.
Oh man. This
It's the same thing that happened last
That's what I'm
time.
wondering.
It's
Oh.
weird. It feels like whatever you cast just feels like it would be almost ineffective if it was trying to harm somebody in any way.
oh.
So, feeling very weakened in your magic at this point.
Normally this would put me down a little spiral hole, but you know what? It's temporary. I got Micah back. We're not dead. You feel me, huh? I'm a better person, right? I'm okay. Everything's
What do
going
you-
to be alright.
I don't understand. What happened? What was the... I don't understand what the mishap... What? I felt it. Are you... You don't look alright. What happened?
Okay. He's smart enough to think in a moment. I feel like if I actually cast magic right now, it couldn't even do it enough to hurt you.
Well, that's not a bad thing, is it?
It is if we get assassins coming after us and I gotta defend somebody.
Well, then I guess you suppose
See like tiny
should
little
wake me
sputters of sparks.
if it
going off.
happens.
You trying to cast a spell?
No, it's just kind of
Okay.
gathering the energy. Just
Alright.
you want to see what happens if I try. I don't think I really should. I don't think it's worth it here, but
If you still feel like this in the morning, we should test out the limits, I think.
or like travel to another town and test out the limits. Yeah.
Right. Maybe not here. But at least you got Mike back.
Yeah, I did. I'll go watch first because I want to go to sleep. Just drags the chair outside in the hallway.
It's
So
one
I'll
more
take-
gold, by
I'll
the way, if
take
you're staying
either
another night,
second or
just so you know.
Oh, sure. I'll
But yeah.
He would collect that gold from you.
Thanks, Eleonora. I broke again.
Does not surprise me.
I only asked just enough to buy whatever I need.
Yes, you do very well.
Alright. So, Dav and Mike have taken first watch, and we're just going to reverse order again, like you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Ash, then Callie, then Rach. Give me a perception roll. There, Mike.
All right. Disadvantage for me. Weirdly, surprisingly well. 16.
16.
And then Micah would get. How did I beat Micah? That's hilarious. 14.
14. Okay.
Micah, focus. You're back. It's fine. It's fine.
So you again start feeling that watching sensation as you're watching tonight.
Okay. You'll get used to it.
But otherwise, it's pretty quiet. not much happens. So you can pass it on to Ash. I'll roll your perception in a minute.
16.
Nice. Another 16. Anything you're doing?
Yes. I would like to organize all of the other plants that I got earlier. And then I want to just look through all of the letters that I've gotten from Electa and my dad. I think that was the only other people. Yeah, I think that was it. She's just gonna try to go back through and look for like little bits that she remembers that she gets a little bit of boost right now. Especially that one from this edge fort.
Perfect.
I would say.
Sounds good. Yeah, your watch goes on uneventfully. And pass it on to Winnie. Give me that perception roll, Winnie.
Right.
It's always the third one.
Always the third one.
I'm gonna add my blessed deck, so I haven't tried blessed.
Okay.
Cause might as well, and it wasn't very good. 15 made it better.
Okay. So you're keeping an eye out, listening. Again, it's quiet during the night. As you're watching, there's this strange sensation you begin to feel like suddenly surging upon you.
Okay.
All of you feel yourself appear on some grass with searing pain on your backs.
Oh no! They're like, no, you're not going up.
Well, I guess
let
we have
me-
some answers.
I wondered if you've been talking about it with. Oh dear. Oh no.
Wow.
Searing
My
Yeah,
little trick
pain
didn't work.
after him, right?
on your backs, and
Oh no.
you are in the darkness in the middle of some grassy area. Real quickly, there is a couple things that you take note of in that initial second. Give me perception rolls, everybody, real quick.
Okay.
Which good
Oh,
perception.
I'm gonna say all of you are at
20.
disadvantage with the situation that you're going through right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, welcome to
Dang
the
it,
party,
really
y'all.
good. Oh, I got a nat 20 and a 19.
Nice.
Let's see. So 23.
23. Okay.
uh, 7.
7. Okay. Ashley,
Wait,
what'd you get?
I was laughing.
What'd you get, Ashley?
Oh, sorry, 12.
12. And Mike, what'd you get?
4.
4. Okay. So there's just this overwhelming pain that kind of racks you again once more on your back. Winnie, you're able to still like keep your eyes open just enough that you watch as a shimmering blue speck that almost looks like a teardrop comes out of Dav's gemstone eye, rises out, and flies off towards the sky. As that's going on, in your mind, Dav, you're hearing like this kind of like warped, voicey feel that you're not really sure what it is, but like something happens in your mind that you're just what? Like it's kind of overwhelming in that brief second. Then both Euphemia and Winnie,
What's happening?
in this like moment, you kind of like look over to the side of you, and there's a crackling fire that you now see with a silhouette of this hairy individual that's like hunched kind of over, holding a staff, pretty tall size, but like hunched over, and yeah, just hair dangling off of them. Winnie, you can make out a little bit more. He has horns on his head, and he looks sort of like a goat man, I would say.
Okay.
This isn't the same thing I've seen in my dreams before.
This looks different from the silhouette
okay.
you've seen. But he is like right next to where you guys are. Like, you guys appear directly next to this guy. And he's like, he gets up and he stands up near you. And you just hear this voice. Finally, you've arrived. And that's where we're gonna end tonight's session.
What?
Yeah, a
Random
lot
space-
happened at that
Oh,
moment.
yeah.
I'm writing all this down. I'm literally like, and then I put instead of Dab, I put Dave's eye. I'm like, okay, scratch that. We'll fix it later. Who's Dave?
It was like
I even had like
quiet
a
for
one-liner
too
ready.
long.
You're just taking everything away from me, man. What is happening right now?
it was too quiet for too long, and I started getting this feeling. I was like, why am I so anxious?
That's
Yeah.
so funny.
I could just
I'm just like waiting to the end of the session. Like, there is so much that's about to happen at the end of the session now.
I
Just like-
could tell there was something. I was getting so
What
anxious,
is
like, oh my gosh,
happening?
something's happening.
So yeah.
See, this is why when you want to do something, you do it the first day.
Yeah, we just.
I
should've
wanted my
thought.
forge. I got my forge.
There you go.
Yes, it's so true.
Don't wait around. Get it done.
Oh my gosh.
Don't procrastinate. There you go. Good life lesson. But
Oh
we're
my
going to end there. We're going to end this recording.
What?
And you guys can stick around for a raid after this. But thank you so much for watching.
That again.
Love you
Sorry.
guys so much. Have a great rest of your day or week or whatever, and we'll see you next time.
Come back next week to your stuff to a goat
How
man.
bad
Yep.
Here we
it
go,
Go,
man
man.
time.
So yeah, we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.